Well, hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Hi.
Yeah. Hello.
Greetings,
everybody.
adventurers.
Hi.
Greetings.
Hello, and welcome to another Role Players. Wow. Thank
Hello,
you.
Cleveland.
And hello, Cleveland. Thank you for joining us tonight as we play some more Dungeons and Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, Judd. These are my favorite people. These are my people. These are my players. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi,
What's
guys.
Hello.
Wow. So I'm so excited to see everybody. And I've been really excited for this episode.
You really have been. There's a giddiness about you.
There's a giddiness
Yeah.
here.
There is,
Yeah.
there
What's
is.
going
Yeah.
on?
Something's
That
happening.
Yeah, that could be. We might want to be careful, everyone.
Oh yeah, it's TPK for you guys, but for me it's gonna be really enjoyable. It'll be really, really fun. If you could see this setup next to me, it's insane. I can't wait
Oh
for
my
everybody out there to see
Oh,
it.
no.
I'm
Wow.
very nervous.
I'm very glad actually you guys didn't hit it last week because I've upgraded it like 3 times over the
Can't
terrain.
wait to see it.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is true. That is extremely true.
You
It
can
is-
speak to that.
Testify. Yes.
Yeah, I'm like,
You
don't
can
look at it.
confirm
She's like,
that.
just got to go in the room for a moment. I'm like, stop looking at it. But it's all good. So we have a couple of announcements as always tonight. These are now powered by Ashley, so I won't actually forget anything. You know her as Killer Panda. She is on the ball telling me what to do. D&D Fit every Thursday on Instagram. If you don't know about it, please come check it out. We host it. One of the members of the cast will host it. Maddie did an amazing job. Really
Yes.
crushed a hell of a
Yay,
workout
Maddie.
last
You
week.
did.
So many burpees.
Burpees are
Oh my
killing
God.
this crew
Oh
right
my
here.
gosh.
Yeah, burpees are just vile. And yeah, you had a lot of them, Maddie. So hats
I
off to you.
really did.
You
Thank
really
you.
crushed that. Normally we do it in the mornings, but we're thinking that most of us are not available in the morning or awake or looking at Instagram. So we're doing an afternoon session this week to see how it goes. So we're doing a 3 p.m. Pacific this Thursday. I don't know which one of us is hosting it yet, but check out Instagram and you'll see it. Come hang out live. Move so you can first of all get through this quarantine and still have a healthy body. Which if you can, come move with us. If not, come and laugh at us struggling to get through these workouts, except for Maddie, who crushed it.
I was still struggling, guys.
Well, you did great. Next week, we will have John Bailey joining us as a guest star from Honest Trailers fame. Super excited. We
You
had
know them, you love them, and yet he's gonna be here, Judd.
He's the epic voice guy. He is unbelievably talented voice actor. And super fun. We had a great time hanging out with him, prepping for the show. He's a blast, laughing my ass off the whole time. Hilarious. Should be really great. Really looking forward to that. So next Monday, make sure that you come and hang out and check that out. So we have a new giveaway from our official sponsor, Skull Splitter Dice. Yes, thank you. Very exciting.
Skull Splitter.
Exciting.
Splitter.
It is a pretty tough name. I really do like it. It's a great logo too. We're giving away $100 in merch from Skull Splitter.
Oh,
And
that's good.
the drawing is on July 6th, and I believe
So soon.
there's gonna be several winners. Yes, it's soon. It's soon.
What are we gonna wear?
Yes, nobody here can win it. I'm sorry. And actually, it all came to my house, and I'm like, oh my god, they also sent me some stuff for the giveaway. And I'm like, no, this is the giveaway. But it's
No.
cool. I got to fondle it a little bit. There's all kinds of dice. There's a dice tray. It's super cool. Their stuff is amazing. So really excited about that. You must be present in chat on July 6th to participate and win. So be there or don't win. So be there. We have another announcement we're also very excited about. We've been working hard behind the scenes for this. This one, Chad, might have a little bit to do with you. We have a new show that we are going to be launching very soon.
Ooh.
In fact, I have all this announcement written down, but Chad, go ahead and tell us a little bit about what you can.
Well, guys, this is very exciting. I don't know exactly how much I'm supposed to say, so I'm gonna try to envelop it in some mystery. But suffice to say that there will be a new sci-fi meets fantasy game ran by me and some of the the faces I think you'll find very familiar as the players, where we will be running the game with your help. You will be interjecting into the story live along with us and really being a part of these characters' journeys. And it's all very exciting. So look for some more details on the socials
Definitely.
and elsewhere regarding that, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
And it premieres July 1st. We're super excited about it. It's very, very different from this show. So there will be a lot of audience participation. We're specifically designing it so that you out there will get to impact the story and impact the characters and just have more fun with us. You will get a chance to help the DM. So, or GM, I guess it would be. So definitely look out for our socials for more information on that, but it premieres July 1st. And then finally, back to our sponsors, Skull Splitter Dice. We have a code for 15% off your order. So if you go to our Twitch page, just scroll down, you'll see it there. The code is TRP, the role players, SS for Skull Splitter 15. So TRPSS 15. Put that in, save 15% off your order. So get after it. And I think, unless anybody has anything else, anyone?
Have we met our goal for Black Lives Matter?
Thank you. Our Color of Change donation goal, I think this is actually a little bit not updated. I think it should be 480, but we are super close. So we are continuing to donate all revenue from our stream until we hit that 500 goal. So if you've got a couple extra dollars, kick it to us in bits, go donate through the link on our Twitch page. Anything that you do, subscribe, all of that stuff goes into a pool that we're sending off to Color of Change. Black Lives Matter is still it is an ongoing thing. We cannot stop the pressure to get real change in this country. So I know it feels like some of that heat is starting to dissipate. Don't let it. Stand up, stay standing, and fight to help out all the communities of this planet. So I think that is it. So thank you for the reminder, Azar. We're going to go to our wonderful opening, which I need to update. I just realized I didn't do that. Sorry, Gabriella. I had a new image to put in there. Totally forgot about till this moment. Next week. Yes, thank you. We'll see you in a moment.
Let me tell you a story about a time that me and my friends found a new world. It started on a ship, brought together by a storm. We traveled through the rift to a new world beyond. We were thrown into shackles, we were hunted down by thieves, but we'll never let it stop us from sailing up Nacrally. For we are thee.
Do that.
The DM's powers.
Should I change it?
No,
It's
no,
kind of
it's-
dark in here now.
Oh, okay. We're back on, everyone. Thank you. I gotcha. Sorry, I'm adjusting lights remotely. How's that? You good?
God, you're like a god.
Yes, I am the DM. I control all. All right, everyone. So let's jump in to tonight's episode. If you'll remember, last week we continued with this assault on Makutha, the city of magic, led by these necromancers that overrun the city, controlling the nearby town of Luknor. Once you freed that town from their control, Kello, the head of the town, was basically like, I've had enough of this, and he rallies everybody, and they storm the city, and you decide to go along for the ride. You infiltrated, you fought bravely, you fought with intelligence, you did a great job. You managed to push the necromancers back to the 4th tier through where I should say, you met a cold ice drake who was waiting to protect the retreating necromancers, and through a very interesting encounter with
Just a
Dagmara.
wild one.
It was really crazy. I loved it. I thought it was great. Dagmara attempting to control the drake in some way.
Attempting. Very important word.
Where Otto and Seville didn't trust what she was up to and tried to stop her. In the end, the drake was defeated. Almost cost Erisette her life. She just barely managed to escape, and through help with Tabitha, got a healing potion. But everybody here really landed some amazing blows on it, especially, of course, Tabitha and Otto with the double Eldritch Blast kill to the head as you held the drake and blasted.
That was a power blow.
That was pretty insane. And then you, after Tabitha took a memento, of course, from the drake's
had to.
skin, take a little bit of a watch band, I believe.
Yeah, it was. We didn't have time for a full thing, you guys.
That's true. That's true. You took off and you rushed over to the building. You fought your way inside, and there, with a moment later, with Kello joining you, you fought the necromancers and skeletons as they were continuing to retreat, what looked like down a hallway at the bottom of this, as fireballs were flashing and arrows and swords smashing skeletons. You pushed through, you managed to kind of win the day. Kello's forces greatly diminished, you all hurting a bit as they retreated down this long hallway. Seville, you are standing in front of, and I believe that's where we left it. So as you are all recovering from the last battle, and you see this long hallway at the bottom of this auditorium that sinks down into the ground, this massive sun temple building. This hallway ends in a reddish door. What would you like to do?
I want to see what the door is made of.
Okay, it's about 60 feet away. Are you going to move down to it?
Well, is everybody with me?
Right now, everybody's a bit dispersed. In fact, I believe Dagmara and Erisette might still be outside by the drake is where we left off.
So, yeah, maybe we could all reconvene together and find one another.
Yeah, the fighting stopped, right?
The fighting has stopped for the moment. Yeah, all of the remaining skeletons and necromancers who left behind have been slaughtered.
Yeah, I think we should gather up and see how everybody's doing before we venture down.
Yeah, I imagine I walk up to meet you guys in a circle, and I'm like, it appears we've won the day.
Unbelievable. That is amazing. Sorry, I couldn't be much help. I was hurt
Judd, have
badly.
I caught up with everyone yet?
Yeah, you did. Yep.
Plan, we're not out of this yet. I found a hallway. All the necromancers, or the ones we didn't kill, ran down this hallway. They're behind some kind of red door with a face or some kind of shape on it. I didn't have a chance to check it out, but
you mean they fled?
They fled.
Like cowards.
Yes.
And they deserve little more than a coward's end.
They deserve to die, and we need to kill them. I don't want to have to deal with this ever again. I'd rather see them all dead before I leave this city.
I like where you're coming from, but honestly, I feel like I've been fighting for weeks and I'm quite tired. Could someone else take the lead here? I'll just kind of tag along behind.
If you've got another healing potion, I could do it. I mean, honestly, I kind of
I already gave you my last one. Can someone else please chip in?
I'm still
here?
quite
Can someone do
hurt.
like a spell?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Thank you.
I will do one more first level healing word. So you will regain 1d4 plus 5 hit points. Let me roll 1d4.
Thank you, Otto. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry to mooch off of all of you. I'm usually more self-sufficient than this.
Think nothing of it. Just try and relax. Deep breath, and I cast the spell. You get 8 hit points back.
Thank you. That's much better. Quite a handy skill you've got. One of these
Nice.
days, I'll have to figure out how you do that.
And
Nice.
meanwhile, Dagmar still kind of looks at him as that was nice, but and then I just look away.
And I kind of like I realize
Kissed
like
much?
she's so mad at me, and I like look back at you and I say, yes, well, if we destroy our enemies, then there really is no need. And I just sort of walk away all eerily. And I will go to Dagmara. I approach her and you hear Otto's voice maybe from behind you, and I just say, I suppose I owe you an apology.
A very long pause. Over there.
Perfect.
I thought you meant to betray us, honestly.
Honestly, Otto, I did not know it. I knew what I wanted to do, but I should have. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I didn't have the time, and I won't make the same mistake next time. I promise.
Well, for me, all is forgiven.
But do it one more time, and then we'll talk.
Ah, yes.
And I kind of just wink and keep walking.
Yeah. Yeah, and I join up with Seville and everybody. You know, if we need to go toward this tower, I'm ready to go. Or sorry, tower, or was it a?
No, it's a hallway.
Yeah,
So
a hallway.
this is like a
Auditorium?
huge auditorium, but instead of climbing up into the seats kind of sink down, and everybody's been climbing over these seats in the different tiers as it goes down to the bottom. And at the bottom is this round, kind of sun-shaped area, and it's got two hallways going off. Seville's looking at one that goes down about 60 feet. Kello's people look like they're congregating towards the other one, and there's a very heavy wooden door on that one. And nobody's working on it yet, but you can see Kello is walking around, pulling people off the ground. Anybody who wants to look around, give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Hello.
Hello.
23.
All right. So Dagmar and Seville, you're looking around. Dagmar, I'm sorry. Dag, did you come inside yet, or are you still out by the Drake?
Well, I think Aricette and I, we were just talking to everyone. So
Oh, that's true. So yeah, sorry.
I think we have Ren, I guess, kind of quickly made our way.
Okay, cool.
I imagine we're all clustered
Right?
together. Am
Yeah,
I
I
right
forgot.
in
You just
thinking that?
You just had a conversation with Otto, so sorry, I was pulling something up. All right, yeah. So
Oh, no worries, no worries.
as you're
Yeah.
looking around, and you're the first thing that you're kind of shocked how few people are left with Kello. You see a lot of his people might still be alive, but they're really gravely injured, and some others are helping take those people out of this building, and kind of looking over, like, God, that looks like maybe 20 warriors are still strongly on their feet. Kello is talking to Ilie over by the other door. He catches your eye and he starts striding over to the group of you. We've made it this far. How's everyone?
We're fine.
I mean, I'm all right. We've got some people who are a little bit worse for the wear, but
Well, I think we're at the end now. And as he's talking, you see he's got blood dribbling down his chin, like his armor is battered.
hello, you got just a little something here.
I think I've got a little something all over. Not been an easy fight, but it's been a good one. I'm glad to have you all by our side.
Glad you're alive, Kello.
Likewise, and tell your men that we might not be out of here yet. The necromancers fled down this hall here. So if you want to reinforce our flank and just make sure no one's going to come up behind us, we're going to follow down here and see where they all went.
We'll squeeze them out and they won't be able to escape, especially if you surround them.
Yes. We'll hold this, and we also saw others go into this other door, so we'll concentrate on that one. You concentrate on the whatever that red door is down there. We'll make sure we hold this room if you need a fallback point. And we'll take it from there.
Good luck.
You as well. All right.
So, DM, what did I get with that 24?
So, a couple things. I mean, you saw basically what we talked about with that Dagmara saw. She was over close to that side. So the remaining fighters that we have from Kello's forces, you see that heavy, it looks like a heavy oak door on the opposite side of the hallway. So there's basically 2 hallways at the bottom of this thing. People are starting to set up. Looks like they're ready to start attacking that wood. You look down your hallway again. Again, it's about 60 feet down to this red door. You can't tell exactly, but there's something unusual about this door at the end. You also see what looks like, you didn't see it before, but either 2 doorways or 2 other hallways about halfway down that seem to split off. And if you'll remember, about half of this hall off in front of you is very nicely polished. It's got flagstones, very well built. And then past that point, the stone gets very rough, as if it were continue to be carved into bare rock past that point.
All right, so this looks like, at least by my sight, that this might lead into the mountain itself. As I can see, the stonework stops and it starts becoming a bit more unnatural.
Yes, indeed. And it would actually make sense that the core of the power is actually hidden inside the mountain. They would not leave it out here on the periphery. It must be deeper and deeper.
What more can you tell us of these mountains, Dagmara? Are there known mines or places that people have built into this, or is it sort of just untouched?
Judd, is there anything that specifically that I may know in detail? Aside from my hunting?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Okay. Okay. Well, I got 5 + 2, 7.
7. I mean, you've been focused on other things up in these mountains. You know about the creatures, you know about survival. You honestly don't know much about, even the city. You only heard rumors of some magic city hidden up in the mountains. But that's really all you know.
I'm sorry, my friend. I cannot tell you too much, but I feel it. I feel it, and I know that deep down there's something that looms. It's unmistakable.
There's one way to find out. And I take the tree and I hold it. I come to them and I hold it in that direction. And I see if she starts to shiver or shake or grow stronger.
And I'm just feeling like jealous, kind of just staring down the tree.
Because the tree is kind of getting pretty cozied up to her, it seems like.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm like,
we're a thing now.
kind of thought that was mine, but
It was never yours to begin with, Natty.
And I just kind of lean into Tabby, and I was like, I'm sorry, Tabby, I did not plan on that one. I still kind of look at her and say,
I'm kind of bouncing and
Otto is so beyond, every time someone's tried to use this tree for anything, it's done nothing. So Otto just looks and he's like, and what do you intend to do with that?
So as you take it out, Tabitha, your eyes do really narrow a little bit because you see that it is strong, that golden light that you had seen before has kind of returned to it. It just seems to be pulsing that golden energy as it looks strongly in that little miniature kind of bonsai shape as it sits in Arisette's hand.
And Tabitha just kind of kneels and starts cleaning off the piece of skin from the drake, just furiously while she stares at her.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I notice that, Judd?
Yeah, I mean, you could do that or insight really to kind of see her attitude.
She's behind me, right? So I just want to know whether
Okay, you can do perception then.
It's a 3.
Yeah. You're totally
pick up on it.
You're focused on your little tree. You're like, hello there, little tree. I'm so glad you're with me. I love
I like-
you.
So oblivious to
Said
the pain you're
trees
causing.
deep, but
Totally.
it's for life.
Maybe we should kill that corrupted tree up here and plant that thing instead. Maybe we can deal with that after we check out the necromancers. Rip up that black tree and plant this golden one instead. But I'm
Maybe
going
we
down.
can take over the city while we're at it. Why
Oh,
not?
we're gonna
Just
have
make
fun
it
in
our new
this city.
domicile.
Restore it to its former glory and turn it into a bastion of good.
And I like
I
stop
like that.
dead in my tracks, and I like turn toward Dagmar, and I'm like, "You mean claim the city as our own?"
Yes, and what of it?
I like the sound of that.
And then I just kind of loosen up because I'm like, what, did he suspect me again? And I'm like, yes, me too.
What's
Judd,
that
I'm
sound,
walking
guys?
down.
What's
I'm
that
walking
down.
sound?
On-
Did you
only-
guys hear something just now?
No, you didn't, but Otto might have heard something.
Yeah, maybe
A
a
little whisper in his ear.
and then like you just hear me being like, "Yes, that would be rather good to have." Sorry, we should get going.
And then from kind of looking at you, like, I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, wait. Just going back to the usual.
All right,
So
am I
Judd,
halfway
did the
down there? Or?
tree? So the tree didn't shrink in fear from that portal, from that more rough-hewn doorway.
No, you see, the tree is just solid.
Well, the tree's not afraid. Maybe we shouldn't be.
Well, then let's go. And I just kind of step forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you all making your way down this hallway, and this hallway is about 8 feet across. So you can easily go 2 by 2 or even 3 across. So let me know marching order.
All right. Yeah, I had. All right, I'll wait for everybody. I thought I went down ahead to check out the.
No, you've just been standing at the entrance.
Yeah, all right.
So who goes after? Who's
I'm
going
going.
first?
I'm going
So
first.
Otto's there first. Is it?
Go on ahead, hero.
And wherever Aracet is, I am just avoiding. So if it seems like she's gonna hang back, I'll go ahead.
Oh no, we
She's
cannot.
gonna go ahead.
You guys are gonna be having like very mean girl drama with each other. We don't need this right now.
New PvP coming
Effort
up this
Eris says
episode.
so, like, clueless.
I don't
She's
want to fight
unfortunately
her.
gonna-
I'm just mad that she stole my dope tree that I had.
That's
Okay?
like what you're.
And
That's
she's
like
gonna
what
keep
you're.
getting madder because Aracet doesn't have any idea. Like she literally does. It doesn't even cross her
she's just like-
mind. So she's obnoxiously like just.
But that was
Maybe
like a glimpse into Tabby's like big brother like confessional room where she was just letting everyone else know like how mad she was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Confessional
so
room.
actually so Aracet.
But it's like at a tavern for some reason. It's
Right.
So Aracet's like, here, Tabby, let's go right behind Dagmara and Seville together.
We.
Oh yeah, great idea.
And she's like, look how
Otto?
cute this tree is. It's so cute.
I am going down and checking for traps. So
And I'm like, Tabitha, you should have heard the song she sang. It was. And then I just noticed your look, and I'm like, shall we?
yeah, the longer we
Sorry.
dilly dally here, the more the necromancers get to reinforce their position.
All right,
so I say
you're
we
right.
get going.
Let's get going.
Okay. So as you all file through and enter this hallway, as the last of you go, you hear Seville. You hear a click under your boot, and suddenly you hear, and you all turn around and look, and there's a wall of stone starting to slide down, and Kello is nearby, and he races over and tries to brace it. Where'd my desk go?
Wow, Kello is such a BA. He's just
He's-
trying to
you see
He
underneath
is.
there was somebody, one of his people, this woman, red hair, blood splattered face, is on the ground trying to crawl away quickly. She's really injured. He was helping her, and he's holding it, fighting it. Let me do a strength check for him and see.
What's his strength? Because I'm betting it's like 1,000.
It was a nat 20. I mean, Kello.
Wow.
Come on
He's
now.
like-
Come
I
on.
mean-
Wow.
Let me just get a little workout in here, everyone.
Wow.
Hold up.
Rest my case.
For the OG watchers, do you remember Farm Fit? Because
Oh.
Kello's starting his own thing.
Yes.
By
So true.
Willard.
But he's like, get out, look out, and he is holding it for a moment, and he's looking, and he jumps aside and lets it slam down shut, and he's on the side with you all.
Wow.
What?
So who's on our
Shit.
side?
So how
Hello.
did that trigger?
It triggered under a plate that you stepped on.
Wasn't I said I was going down looking for traps?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I did hear you say that.
I said it. Yeah.
Sorry.
You found it.
That's all right. Well, here, roll retroactively.
All right.
It's a tough one anyway, so let's see if you find it.
All right.
We're trying to adjust the music here, so I've been going
I
back
think
and forth
Killer
with
should have
KP.
had an Arnold Schwarzenegger accent.
22.
I can't hold it.
I can't hold it. Dylan!
Oh no.
Yeah, we're going there tonight. We're
I
going
know.
Schwarzenegger.
Yep. Got
Uh,
it. Got it.
Yeah.
22.
22. Good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. It had a really high DC
Nice.
though. So we're just gonna leave it. So
Dang. Brutal.
Right.
but with that, you do see a couple other things. Up ahead with an investigation of that roll, you see, it doesn't take long before you see a smashed doorway off to your left and off to your right, which you thought maybe these are doors, maybe these are hallways, you couldn't quite tell.
How did they get smashed?
So as I'm looking at these, this is how the hallway splits.
This is halfway down. It's about 10 feet away from where you're standing right now.
All right, so I'm gonna sneak up and just be on that other side of just against the wall, where it got. Both of those doors are smashed.
Yeah, they're both smashed open. You see shards of wood on both sides.
Are they smashed in or out?
In.
Tabitha's investigating these things and steering clear of Arisa and still pretty mad. So she's like putting herself fully into investigating, being stealthy.
Okay. All right. Seville, as you move closer to that edge of that door, you start to get close and you look down and there's a bit of the floor that looks just a little different than the rest. And avoiding it, you drop down and look and you can tell it's slightly raised up. There's another pressure plate that looks like it goes across the width of the hallway here.
Does it look like it's been triggered since those doors are smashed, or no?
It does not look triggered.
All right, and it's just one of a plate, like one of the flagstones.
It's like a flagstone, about a 4-inch cut of this flagstone here. Doesn't look out of place with the sizing of the rest of the floor, but you could just tell it was slightly, just ever so slightly raised up.
All right, I'm gonna point it out to everyone and just step over it.
Yep. I mean, I'll step over it.
Mhm.
So wait, one of us is gone. Are we all in the same door, or are some of us going left and some going right?
No, I'm not going in the door. I'm just seeing the pressure plate in front of it, and I'm gonna leap over it.
Which door though? The left one or the right one?
I'm going straight. I'm not even going towards. I'm not going in a door. I'm just going on the other side of it, closer to the to the red door there.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to. Once I'm across, then I kind of want to lean back and just look into one of those rooms or hallways or wherever it is.
Yeah. As you carefully step over the trap in the floor, you look and see they're not very big. The rooms seem to mirror each other, actually. It looks like living quarters, basically. And then there are also several like large cabinet type structures in there. It's all been smashed in. You see some very decomposed bodies, twisted and kind of cut up and amongst the kind of rubble of some, looks like maybe beds. And you see these bright yellow robes that are just starting to fall apart with age.
I wonder if these are the good people who were taken over and
Looks
replaced.
like the worshippers of the sun, yes.
Yes.
Sounds like it.
Tabitha's
God.
like
there be any
very
other-
affected, but she also just like calmly just pats them down to see if anyone has any coin bags.
Important that.
All right, so
Fair.
Tabitha slips into, you going left or right as you're going down the hall?
I think left.
Okay, roll an investigation check for me.
Ooh. I rolled a 1, but of course.
A reroll.
Fling luck. So I rolled an 11. And what stat is this?
Investigation.
So it's kind of like you rolled
Investigation.
ones again.
Plus 5. So that would be what? 16?
16. Yeah. So you move in and you're kind of surprised that there's no real lingering stench of these bodies that look fairly decomposed.
Okay, not so
the
bad.
air is stale and there's definitely cold here. Maybe that's suppressing some of that that odor, but you move in carefully and start kind of sifting through the larger kind of pieces of these bodies left behind and looking through the robes, and you don't find anything. It looks like everything through here, you can see now looking around that things are smashed open. Looks like everything has been torn apart in here.
Got it.
I'll jump in the other room
Okay.
and do a quick once over there and check.
All right, roll investigation.
13.
Yeah, it looks like the same thing. It looks like somebody has come in and just looted these rooms thoroughly after killing these people.
All right. I'm gonna check. Was that investigation for just checking? Can I do one for seeing if there's any secret doors that may lead?
Sure, go for it.
Definitely don't see anything.
You're pretty confident anyway that
It's
there
a
aren't
two.
any
All right.
in here. You look at the walls and just
Okay.
doesn't feel right.
All right, so I'm gonna exit out, but carefully, still pointing at that point on the floor. Where that trigger point is, or the trap. In fact, I'm gonna take off my backpack, and I'm gonna pull out a piece of chalk, and I'm going to just scrub and encircle where that is. So if we have to flee out of here real quick, we won't forget it.
Smart. Okay, great. As you're doing that, you look down at the end of the hall and you see Kello is, at first you saw he was kind of searching the walls. Now he's got a piece of metal, maybe a dagger. It looks kind of half broken, and he's trying to get the wall back up.
Is it dagger? Like to
It's like trying to pry to get a finger under there.
All right, I'm going to. What do you think? You think this is a counterweight here? If I step on this, that goes up.
That seems
Seems
possible.
reasonable.
Or another trap.
Correct. So does everybody want to get into one of the rooms just in case something falls down the hallway or rolls down the hallway? We can each dive into these rooms.
Sure.
that sounds like a good idea.
I'm still in the same room that I'm in. that I
Okay.
went into.
Well, I'll go into that room with you.
Oh, good, a buddy.
And I'll go in the other one.
All right. I'm going to yell up, Kello, I found another trigger here. I don't know if it dropped something or what.
He
You want
makes
me to
his
hit it?
he makes his way down to you. I can't get that one open. I already broke a dagger trying to get a finger hold on the wall.
Oh, this might send a ceiling piece down on us, so I'm not sure I want to step on it, but
I don't know. This is not
Maybe we-
this is not
Is
my
there a
my
dead
skill
body
set.
we
Thing,
can
Judd,
throw on it?
Yeah.
maybe we leave it and then just check this other door for now. And if we
Or we
need
throw a
to
dead
on our
body
way
on it.
out, well, let's make sure we can get out of here first. So let's tend to the other door down the hall. And if we can get out, then perhaps we can trigger this. But I hate to be stuck in here now.
Is there?
So I'm really good at locks. And like traps, I'm pretty good at, and I have a lot of knowledge. Do I recognize how this worked or what triggered it or anything about this?
Yeah, do a history check for me.
Okay, I rolled a 15, and we're going to add 2 to that, so that's just 17, you guys.
17. I mean,
Man, slacker.
so you get
Not
down.
a 24, sorry.
You get down and you look at the area that Seville's marked off with chalk, and
Mhm.
you get really close down. You're looking in the crack. You know, this to you does not seem like it's related to the other door. You think this is another trigger.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
What are you looking at, Tabby? Does it connect or no?
So it doesn't seem to connect. I think this is another trigger over here.
Well, you want to try to disarm it or leave it alone?
Do I know how to disarm it?
Yeah, you can try. You know, you have
Okay.
some.
I would
you have
like
some
to
skills.
try.
All right, roll sleight of hand for me.
Can I help her to gain advantage?
Sure.
All right.
So Tabby, roll with advantage.
Okay. Okay, so I rolled a 12 was my larger number, and sleight of hand I have +6.
Yeah. So you get down. Seville's right next to you, and you very gently. You know that there's enough play with the trigger like this that you can kind of gently touch and see kind of where the rocking point is, and you finally figure it out. You pull out a piton and you wedge it down into the stone, pull out your dagger, and bam, the back of the piton, and it just drives the wedge in, and then you push down on it. Yeah, you know you've locked it in place.
Good. I just put my hand on Tabby's shoulder. Well done, lass. Well done.
Just trying to play to my strengths over here.
I want to
Unlike
look.
some people I know, and I glare at Ariset.
Unlike some people I know. I was gonna look around and see if maybe there's any clue as to who made these traps. Do they look old and like they were maybe put in place by the sun worshiper folks, or has someone else found residence in here and made them? Do I have any clue as to like who's been here in regards to the traps?
Sure. Let's see. Why don't you roll an investigation check and see what you can discern?
Yep.
Kello, meanwhile, is like, I've got to get back through that door, and he runs back and just bashes the wall, just like it's not moving at all.
Easy.
Come on!
Hmm.
See, ladies, he's a hothead. He's not a big dreamboat like everyone thought. He's not always picked up to be. All right, I got a 12.
12. You know, there's not a lot of information to go on. You're looking at the only thing that you think is that it wasn't original to this hall. It looks like it was added later. It's a guess. It's your best guess. There's just not enough
see.
information to kind of decide.
It seems odd that the original sun worshippers would have trapped themselves in their own place. I can't say for sure, but those necromancers wouldn't have had enough time to flee and set these traps up either. So clearly someone has found their way in here, or so I would think, and laid these traps.
Those necromancers must have done it. Had to be them. And
I don't.
way, the longer we linger, the farther they're getting into that tunnel. I want
Let's
them
go.
dead. Yeah.
Let's try it out then.
Yes, by all
Okay,
means.
let's go.
All right. So yeah, I'll head out and lead on and checking for traps as we approach this strange door.
Checking for traps. All right. Yes.
Checking for traps.
All right. Roll investigation as you all start to make your way down. Kello is still down by the other wall. You see him, like now, once again returning to looking for some kind of triggering device to raise it.
All right. 15.
Okay. You make your way down, and again, it's about another 30 feet. As you get closer to that door, you can see that it is indeed red. It's stained bone. The entire door is composed out of pieces of bone that look like they were soaked in blood.
Okay.
Nice.
The handle is made from the skull of some small, looks like a reptilian creature. As you get within about 6 feet, you hear screaming, pleading voices, sounds female on the other side. You hear screaming, "No, please, just let me." On the other side of this door.
Kello! Kello, come here! Help us get into this door!
He turns and he's just like, poof, 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 poof,
All
just
right.
sprinting down the hall
Yep.
towards you.
And
All right.
I just do something, Seville, do something. I start looking to see if I can find some kind of trap or trigger or open. Tabby, see if you can open it.
Yeah, I'll help Azard see if there's air
Okay.
sets, if there's any trap.
I can't find anything.
Otto.
Is there anything I see or know or sense here, Jen?
No, not you. However, Otto, you see something, and you point out there's some carving in the bone here.
The bone of.
The bones of this door here. And the rest of you look and you see, none of you know this language, except Otto. You look at one of those pictures and you're trying to decipher, and suddenly it just becomes clear, your vision, and you can see it. You understand. You can read all of a sudden this language like somebody flipped a switch.
That is
And
wild.
it says, "Touch the darkness to become the darkness."
And you hear Otto read that out loud under his breath. Touch the darkness to become the darkness. And I sort of start to look around, and I don't know what that means.
Is there something dark on the door? Is there something?
Yeah,
Anybody
is there-
look, see?
The whole area, you may have described it already, but is it dimly lit, or is there an area that is especially darkened around us, or
Can you repeat that again, Otto?
touch the darkness to become the darkness?
And Tabitha's going to try to pick the lock and also admire the craftsmanship. You said there's like a lizard. Is the like
It's
or
like
like some sort of reptile?
a
It's like the-
reptilian skull.
And
Yes.
I sort of lean over and I say, "Careful, you. There's been no shortage of traps in here."
So
I
Otto,
know, but I'm great at picking trips.
the hallway has continually gotten darker towards the end. There's a lot of light out in the main room that has been drifting down this hallway, but there aren't any torches or anything.
If it's
down
getting
here.
darker, maybe we just touch the door. What if we just touch the door?
Touch the darkness, become the darkness.
I have a feeling it's more figurative than that.
Is this a?
Mm.
Can I see if this is an illusion?
Yeah. How do you want to do that?
I just want to. I want to see if I look at it from.
You can roll an investigation or perception check and see if you can
All right.
spot anything. You hear more screams coming
Oh,
from the
God.
other side again.
Well, I hear
23.
I mean, you try every angle. This looks like it's really there.
Well, I hear what Dagmara says about it being figurative, and I have an idea come to mind. And I go up to the door, and I could be completely wrong here, so I don't, Otto just, he gives it a try, but he touches the sort of darkness within himself. He closes his eyes, and he imagines sort of these vile images of, like, him ruling over a recently dispatched city or something like that like happens to be empty because there was like a war there recently, and just sort of like fire and destruction, and he tries to conjure a darkness within himself, which I imagine comes a little bit easy to him these days, and just sees it. Yeah, tries to see if that has any effect here.
You do that, and you feel a pleasure kind of flow through you.
Oh, gross.
And almost a pull to think about it more, to think about that darkness, to explore that more, and you start to kind of drift off, and roll a Constitution check for me.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Dagmar is watching this
Alrighty.
very carefully right now.
Ooh, child.
15.
You feel that almost as if something else was starting to take over, and you not now, and you clear your head, and it drifts off like a memory.
Yeah, and so all you guys really see is Otto, like, have this slight, like, he's maybe had a few here since the battle where he just seems to, like, be out of it for a moment. But then he kind of shakes his head and seems, like, alert again.
Oh, what do you
Alright.
see? What do you see?
What? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking. We need to find a way through and fast. And
Help! You keep hearing these faint screams through the door.
the door is made of what?
Bone.
Bone, right?
Made of bone.
Blood-stained bone.
Blood-stained bone.
All right, I'm
Kello just pushes you guys aside and
touching the handle.
kicks. He pushes you to the wall and kicks it with a foot.
Ow.
19. I mean, Kello.
That's Kello.
And you see his foot connects and the bones crunch in, and this darkness seems to coalesce on the bones and drift up his leg, and and he almost falls down. He backs up, and you can see
Touch the darkness to become the darkness. Careful, Kello!
the smoke seems to swirl around his leg, and you can almost smell like a burning.
Aristette, protect him with your tree. Something.
Okay.
And I
okay.
just
I
It's
take it
okay.
and I try to hold it to his leg, and I
I
just
look at Tabby and I'm
Nah,
like,
hold
you
the tree to
you
the
said
door."
your tree.
Well, it's not mine anymore now, is it?
Wow.
As I said, as you pull the tree out, you see that wispy smoke coalescing around his leg kind of flee from him and just dissipate.
And I just like look back at Otto and I say, you and I need to talk because of what I just saw. And I turn around and I just run up to Kello where he is. And I just kind of like volleyball jump before the darkness goes away, whenever it does go away, and kind of put my hand where that smoke or mist is coming out of, trying to like touch it as it's bleeding.
Okay, as you go, it's like trying to grasp smoke. You just see it just evaporates through your fingertips and just.
You, Aristette, use the tree on the door.
I'm afraid. I don't want to hurt it.
Just do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
Be strong, little one. Be strong. And I touch it to the door.
You see, the moment you pull this tree out, and then as you put it by Kello's leg, you saw it just, that radiating light almost seems brighter. It fills this whole end of the hallway with this bright golden light. It warms all of you. You just feel like the fear that you felt from the screaming and from the bone door, just for a moment, just kind of fades away. Nothing happens to the door itself, but you could see it starting, the door is just starting to crumble on its own. You can see through to the other side. Kello gets up. It's okay. And he kicks it again, and it just crumbles and falls away. And I'm fine. But you all stand there.
Good job, little one. Good job.
Looking at this scene in front of you. First of all, a smell slams into you of burning, of almost as if like in a very intense campfire, kind of smoky, but the heat radiating on you. You kind of withdraw for a moment. You look and you see there is it drops down right past this door, down about 40 feet, and you see this river of, it must be lava, glowing this orange, just slowly flowing. Every 4 feet there are
The
these...
floor is lava.
Yes.
You know,
Check it.
I think a certain new game show is going to have a word with you, Judd.
Yeah, I bet you're right. Every 4 feet are these pillars that go all the way down into the lava, and you see that you could jump across. Up above each one of these stepping stone pillars are these stone conical shapes that are slowly swinging
Oh, good.
on these rusty chains. Thanks for all this.
It's like an Indiana Jones.
It's
situation.
it's
It's what's
so
happening.
Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Those conical shapes, are they filled with anything? Or do
They
they
look the solid stone
They're just
hanging.
swinging.
And a quick
Take
moment
out
to
my
thanks
bull
for
whip
the
and
subs.
that. Sorry.
Well, I do have a whip.
And I just look
You do.
around and I just say, great. And I turn to Tabby and I say, looks like you.
What was
She
that? I
froze.
missed
Oh, yeah.
Looks like
What did
While
he say?
she's
Wait,
frozen,
Someone made it
I
rap.
want to thank all these subs coming in. These are all going to Color of Change. Thank you so much. We
Oh,
so,
you're back.
thanks.
Okay.
we so really
Can you
appreciate it.
repeat what you said to Tabitha? 'Cause
Yeah.
you
Thanks for
frozen.
the raid.
Now that I realize that I was
Dungeon
frozen.
Delve.
Yes,
I was
and thank you
saying
for the
that-
raid.
As I'm looking towards everything, I just kind of like lean in and I say, this looks like your area of expertise. And I just
Yeah.
keep looking at that.
Great. Can't
Alright, so-
wait.
I stand behind you. I just like slowly move my way.
It looks like it's going to have to be all of our expertise.
Tabitha's like stretching. She is like preparing for this.
And it only looks like it goes about 20 feet across, and then there's another door on the far side
Okay,
that is also
okay.
closed. Another bone door, though this one is not red.
Great. So there's probably a booby trap on the end of that, too.
Likely, yeah.
So we're looking at the door opens and we have 40 feet to a lava flow,
Correct.
and then 20 feet across.
Correct.
And
So
then-
we need
Yeah.
to make a 20-foot gap somehow, some way, or we will officially be in lava.
All right, I'm gonna look around to see if there's any controls to this bridge.
I think you just blasted him. Sorry, Star Wars reference. Okay, go ahead and roll either perception or investigation, depending on kind of how you're looking. Like if you're looking around the immediate area, then roll investigation. If you're kind of trying to look around generally, give me perception.
I think I'm doing more perception because I want to look up and see if there's anything that conceivably could be attached for a if there's any anchor point.
Go ahead, roll that for me. What'd you
Okay.
get,
All right,
Seville?
a 10.
Yeah, I mean, the the drop off is so sheer from the inside of where the doorway was that there's nothing, just straight down. You see these stone walls that go right down into this lava flow at the bottom, and it's flowing around these columns. And each one of these platforms looks like it's only about 5 foot square. I mean, it's just these tall columns, just every 4 feet across this space.
Oh, so we could leap. Technically, we could leap from column to column to column.
But it seems risky, definitely. That's like the kind of failed check, and your well. Anyway, I got a 10 to look up at the ceiling.
Yeah, with your human eyes, you look up there, and it's pretty dark up there. You can just see the dark, rusted chain that's holding these conical pieces of stone right over each one of those pillars. And they're just slowly, creaking.
Yeah. And I got a 14 in perception. If that adds anything to the picture.
No, that you basically see the same thing. These chains look like they just go up and kind of disappear up in the darkness.
In perception. Does that help us at all?
A 17. Yeah. Roll an intelligence check for me. Just roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier to it.
How many jumps would we need to get across?
4.
Okay, so
It looks like
intelligence, do I add +2 or do I add like the number at the bottom that says 15?
Just your no, you add the +2. So what'd you get?
Okay, so then it's a total of 4 because I rolled a 2, you guys.
unfortunate. But it looks like those stone balls might be traps that drop on the head of anybody who steps on those platforms. What if one of us is brave enough to take a rope and tie to the stones themselves and just swing across? Is that possible?
Boy, how are we going to tie? How high up is the first thing we could even touch?
That is about 20 feet away from where you're standing.
All right.
Is the actual inner wall that encases this place climbable in any way? Is it have, brick or rock or climbable? Like, what is the terrain like in that way?
It looks incredibly well made. It's so smooth that you look and you don't even see like finger holes.
Smooth, you say?
Where's the voice coming?
Yarn.
So Tabitha feels like she knows booby traps and she knows like picking locks, and this is like something very in her wheelhouse, and something about this situation feels very weird to her. Thank you. So she would like to, she takes off something from her pack, like a little like scrap of like fabric or something, and just like throws it at the lava to see what happens.
Okay. What are you throwing exactly?
Well, what's something that I won't miss?
Look in your equipment.
Hey, that's very smart.
Hey, good thinking.
I wonder what. If only you kept an inventory.
Sorry, you might want to look in your. Most of us have an explorer's pack or a dungeoneer's pack. There may be something in there you don't.
Tooth loss.
You do have. Actually, I don't even know if it says it, but you're supposed to. Are the pittons that you just used to jam in, and lodge that trap?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You should have several of those. In fact,
Meanwhile, Otto has.
I have 10 of them, so let's just use another one and toss it in
so
the
you take
lava
out this little metal spike there, and Tabitha kind of moves to the front and throws it down into the lava, and you see it goes bink. It only falls to where your feet are. Bink, 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 bink. And looks like it's floating now over the lava.
Tavi.
Clever girl.
Nice
stuff.
But then we still have
area of expertise.
Yes. But it sounds like, we still might need to contend with those balls that are looming overhead. right?
Whatever is keeping this in place might not stay that way. We must be very careful, even still.
So the lava flow is fake.
Or it appears that there's some
Appears-
invisible floor above it. Am I understanding that right, Judd?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it looks like there's
actually, Otto, do an Arcana check for me.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem like a bottomless pit of lava.
Right. Because there's no heat coming up.
No, you feel heat.
And I
Yeah.
thought you said
It feels like lava, but
and maybe I got it wrong. That's why I was asking. I thought maybe you said it was just at the floor level that it stopped, like it didn't sink any further down.
It didn't. No,
toward-
right. As if there was floor there. It bounced across.
Yeah. Well, on Arcana, I got only a 6.
6 total.
Right.
Well, you're not sure. You're
like
not sure
16.
You're not sure what this is, but clearly that did not fall down into lava.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even look like it's 40 feet. It just went out in front of us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so-
like it didn't go down at all. It just bounced as if there was floor there.
okay. I want to reach down and pick up the kitten. Is it hot?
It's we'll say I mean you threw it across the floor, so it might be like
Oh,
you
I
know,
thought it like bounced back to me.
no, kind of like ding, 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 down the way. It's like it's about 4.5 feet away from
you put a bunch of like backspin on it when you threw it or something.
You
Can
could
I grab
probably
it?
hold if you hold on to somebody, you could probably reach out and grab it.
Okay. I'm gonna hang on to Otto because I can tell that he's struggling to make sense of this. And I'm like, oh God, let the women handle it. And I reach down to try to grab the pitten to see if it's hot because I suspect this isn't real lava.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
quite cool.
you reach over and you grab it. Your fingers scrape what feels like floor as you pick it up. It's not hot. You feel the heat. It's not massively intense, the heat, but you feel the heat hitting you. But it's definitely, it looked like it was just floating in air, and yet you could feel something of where it landed.
Okay, obviously this is some sort of spell or something. So
But if we
I
just
think
walk
we
across.
maybe walk across
Just yes, let's
So,
tread very
yeah.
carefully, but
But what about those balls? What if they fall down? on
well,
our heads?
we're gonna avoid that. We're not going to walk
Oh.
underneath where they would drop, right?
Tabitha,
We'll-
the moment
we'll go
moment
around.
you think it's a spell and you step out, everything seems dimmer. The lava, the things overhead, almost as if you can partially see through it to a stone hallway.
I've got it. Just be cynical.
It's, it's
That's how you solve it. Just be a
Just be a doubter, and perhaps we can just walk on through. You know.
But do we see her actually like disappear into an unseen space as she does
She's
that,
walking
or-
in front of you as if she was walking on air.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
Alright, so let's go
I
out.
want to keep near just in case something goes wrong or whatever, and I'll follow along with her.
Oh, this is incredible! It's the opposite of all the tropes in all the movies. You just have to not believe.
Oh, yeah.
Don't believe you guys.
Don't
Well, I
believe-
guess technically you could just believe that everything around you is
It's
just
not
like
real.
a meaningless illusion, and that
There's no
existence as
spoon.
we know it is
you
just
even
a
feel
construct.
as you all make your way out there, you feel the heat is not even strong anymore. It's like
Mm.
it's barely detectable, almost as if the cold is fighting to come in again.
Oh, this is incredible.
All right, so we walk over to the far side of the door.
You walk over to the
Far
door.
door.
You see another bone door. This time, looking at it, you don't see any carving. It looks like it doesn't look like there's any sort of blood on it. It's just these look like old bones that have been tied together to make this door.
Is there any way
there a
to
lock?
handle
Yeah.
or anything? I'm going to check for a trap, and if
There-
not, open it.
Yeah, roll investigation, but you don't see a handle. You don't see a lock.
Looks like a strong wind could blow this bone door down.
I'm gonna pull out my
10.
dagger and kind of use it to like scoop the door towards me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not flimsy. It looks like it's pretty solid. But you don't detect any traps, Seville, and it doesn't look like it's locked in any way from your side.
All right, are ready? Where's that voice coming from? Is it has
It-
stopped, or does it seem beyond
the
this door?
screams have stopped when you entered the space.
Okay.
You know, I wonder if those screams were what they appeared to be.
Exactly.
We've already seen one illusion here. It could just be that all of this is a way.
Yep, exactly.
Yes,
That's
to
something to try to scare the fearful away.
yes, and that is not what we are.
No.
And yeah,
Opening
I
the
brace
door.
myself for when you open the door.
You push the door open. It's
What's a push, guys?
scraping the ground. It says, and you see a small antechamber, and it's kind of back to huge stone. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like there's a spot in the ceiling as if somebody had dug down, but it's now filled in with rock. It's just a small 8-foot wide and 4-foot deep antechamber. And on the far wall, you see, as if it had been smashed out, there's a rough hole, and beyond it, you see a massive chamber, dark, flickering lights. You see movement of people. You hear strange sounds. You smell this strong, metallic kind of taste instantly of iron hits you the moment you step in here. And well, for anyone who has the stream pulled up, this is what you see. And
I'm gonna pull it up, guys, and my computer might explode.
don't explode. And actually, with this reveal, we're gonna take a little break.
Dude!
As you see this chamber ahead of you.
Nice, man.
Wow.
Wow.
Somebody set up some terrain.
We got
Nice.
the minis are
La
back.
la 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 la.
But-
That is
Wow.
nice, buddy. That's
Oh,
amazing.
That's so cool.
Well done.
That-
That's incredible. Oh my god.
All right, everyone.
Mine is
Oh,
still
wait,
loading,
wait,
so
wait.
I don't
As
know
it's
what
loading.
we're looking at.
It looks so good, Dabby.
That's badass.
Wow. Ew.
oh,
I smell blood. I
oh.
see
What?
blood.
What is that?
What
What
are
is
those?
that?
What
What
is
does that
that?
mean?
What is that? What's
That
happening?
is epic, Judd.
Uh,
Oh
all
my
right.
Wow, look at
gosh,
that.
dude.
Wow, look at the things on
Judd.
top. There's wow.
Jeez.
You are one sick
still in the dark.
individual.
That's
Yes.
epic.
All right, everyone. We'll come back in just 10 minutes. Let's everybody
You
refresh
gotta,
drinks.
you gotta stay with us, guys, and see this combat get
This
thrown
blood
down on
This,
chamber.
this is a long time
Wow,
coming, everyone.
stop.
So,
Okay, now I see it.
okay, good. There you go.
Seeing it. Okay,
So
there's
another
stuff happening.
another special thanks to Dank Dungeon Delvers for rating us tonight, and thank you to all those
Yeah,
subs and
guys.
followers. Everybody, we really appreciate it.
And
all the money
also,
is flowing into Color of Change donations, so we
Yes.
really appreciate that.
I was gonna
Oh
say
my
shout out to
gosh.
Marty McTry, who defended the chat's honor in a duel with
Ooh.
one of the raiders, and
Oh.
so
Really?
we-
Well
Really?
done, Marty.
Wow,
Yes, yes,
Marty.
sir.
I need to hear more.
All right, everyone. We will be back in just about 10 minutes to wrap up these fucking necromancers. I hope.
Yeah.
Or TPK a new
I hope
campaign.
so. I'm
Either
ready.
Yeah.
way, it's a win.
Either
it's
way.
a win. We'll
Let's get it on.
We'll be right back, everyone. If I can figure out how to unmute the mic. There we go. We're back. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for
Hey, everybody.
your patience.
Hi, everyone.
Yip, yip,
Hi
yip.
guys, what's up? What's happening? How are you?
Hi, Kitty.
This is
So,
gonna be Dagmara for the rest of the stuff.
Oh.
Oh, that cat is like, guys.
I know.
As long as you try to tame a cat and not a drake or anything else, I'm fine.
Clearly worked with this one because there was no Otto to stop me.
Oh.
Only.
It's a pretty-
Only.
Shade.
Shade.
Oh my
And
God.
Seville.
Somebody in the actually Marty McTry just said Dag Meowra, and as a fun lover, that is just like
Marty.
100.
So good.
So cute.
Amazing.
Yeah, he comes up with some good ones.
Yeah, he does.
That's
That's awesome.
Nice, Marty. Nice.
All right. So before we begin, I forgot to remind everybody that our merch store is live. For example,
Ooh.
Adventurers Wanted,
Yeah.
role players.
That is so cool.
And you can get mugs and get other stuff.
Coffee cups.
We're
Yeah.
and we're loading the wild sauce, wild sauce shirt on there. So
Ooh.
look for that. That's exciting. And what was that? Oh yes, and Gabriela will be leading D&D Fit this Thursday. So
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
With an actual ninja warrior, so prepare yourselves.
yeah, with a
What?
It's
legit
intense.
Ninja
I will
warrior.
be dying. He will be dominating.
yes, and also D&D player. So
Yes.
quite
Even better.
quite legit to lead D&D Fit. So
The thing is, he doesn't even know I've signed him up for this, but he's one of those people that's gonna be like, yeah, totally. So it's happening.
no, it's fine.
Great.
It's
I
fine.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
He'll
sold
like
me.
it's a good time
Yeah.
in
It
a
is.
way.
in a way.
You
In
know,
a way.
I mean, depending on how fast
good
you
way of
do
putting
it,
it.
it could really be a hell of a workout.
It was a lot.
him and I did a Spartan race together, and whenever you
Mm.
can do the challenges, you do 30 burpees. At least that was the one that we did. Let's just say he had to wait for me for a long time. So,
I mean,
let's see
you
how
know,
this goes.
They take a while if you do them right. It's, they're not something that just,
I
Yeah,
agree.
that's true. That's true.
Definitely tricky for me to do a lot of burpees. And, it's my fault because I remember when we were setting up D&D Fit, I was the one that was like, oh, we should do burpees too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
see, it's burpee
Yeah.
karma.
So
It's
this
a good work. It's
actually
worth it.
okay.
It's
So we
worth
can
it.
we can all blame Maddie. Thank you, Maddie, for that. The
Sorry.
the infernal burpees. I really hate them, but I always say that I'm too tall for them, but I think that's just a lie. I just have to do more of them. They're grueling. All right. So yeah. So look for that Instagram Thursdays. This Thursday will be 3 p.m. Pacific. So 6 p.m. East Coast. Hopefully that still
Yes.
works for you, Gabriella.
Yes.
She'll be leading it. So jump in there and move and have fun. And then merch. So you could do exclamation merch on exclamation charity in the chat right now. Give you information on those things. Otherwise, let's jump back. So as you all had passed this illusion of this lava flow and these stone pedestals and all this kind of craziness, you managed to make it across and open up this bone door to reveal the small antechamber with a wall smashed out. And on the other side, you saw this massive chamber with pale flickering lights. The smell of iron hit you. You hear this kind of wailing moans, this almost soft moans, different than the screams you heard before. And you see movement of all of these people. You can barely see at this distance of these robed, cloaked individuals. And we're going to go back to that camera. So, as you see this, let me start the music before I forget. All right.
Na, 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 na.
You see there's one figure at the back of this large arcane circle in the middle of this whole chamber who looks like he's performing some sort of a spell. His hand in the air going like this. You see wisps of this sickly green energy trailing as this hand moves through the air.
Don't like that.
There's a guy doing that. How far away?
This guy is, if you can see,
Yeah.
is about, I'm going to say 80 feet from you. It's on the back of this arcane circle that's in the middle of this entire chamber.
But I imagine, do we all see him? Is there like enough? Is he like well lit enough and everything? For I don't know if
So
this felt.
there's a fair amount of light through here. You see there are torches flickering in places. There are some magical balls of light that are illuminating, that are floating up in the ceiling, casting down its pale light, as there are a lot of humans in here. And so whoever is at the, give me your kind of marching order. Who's going to be at the front? And you can give me a perception check, and I'll tell you what you see. I'm going to turn this down a moment.
I recall it was Seville earlier, but
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
I can be next after.
All right,
And
perception.
no guard our back side.
25.
25. Wow, Seville. You step up.
Wow.
As you step forward, you immediately see these stairs that cascade down from the entrance in front of you. This whole area is teeming with movement. You see cloaked figures ascending the stairs of what almost creates a skull shape in the middle of this room. This arcane symbol, the circle in the middle of the room, is glowing with this kind of pale red energy, and people are moving towards it. You see up above, there are 3 figures that are hanging. Hold on. Gotta move them. Hanging in these cages over. And with that roll, you see that 2 look like they're alive. 1 looks like he's had the essence drained out of his body. And there's low chanting. And as the chanting continues, you see the glowing of the circle getting brighter and brighter. And the person you see at the back of this circle, if anybody's looking at this one right here, eyes snap up when he sees you. His other hand comes up like this, and you see just a shimmer between you and this person. They have come. All right, so I'd like everybody to roll initiative for me.
yeah, I saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was the other 2 up there?
There's
Yeah.
no way with someone whose voice sounds like that they should still be allowed to live.
As you're rolling initiative, I'm going to tell you. So, scattered throughout this, you also see skeletons. Some have bows, some have swords. All of this is over this pool of blood that just seems to be flowing around these structures, as if somebody had just poured a massive amount of this blood, this massive blood pool. Of all the figures, Seville, you recognize the one at the back right away as Koska, the one that you encountered when you snuck back into the city on your own.
Y'all got beef.
When you what? No, I'm just joking. You told us about that. Eventually.
And one of them on the stairs reminds you, you're not quite sure because the cloak is pulled a bit, but it might be the blonde one who you last saw closing the door on this hallway before.
Right.
All right, so give me your initiative. 20 to 25. Anybody? Anyone?
Yes.
23. Oh.
Oh, we got 2. All right.
And I got 21.
Dag with 23, Otto with 21.
Let's go. We'll use our turns to
Do
make
it.
up. We'll
Yeah.
just burn our first turns on making up as friends.
We can try.
I'm just kidding.
All right, 15, 20. Nothing? Okay. 10 to 15.
You just heal each other.
Nothing?
Is that
Hey, you know,
5 to 10.
you
I got
have
9.
your highs and lows, and you know.
I got a
Alright.
6.
Wow.
I have an 8.
And watch, they're gonna deal like the most damage and just like finish it off.
It's very possible here.
Okay. All right. So, with that, you see that your presence is now known and
Mm-hmm.
those on the stairs seem to quicken their pace as they're moving, and Koska returns to whatever he's doing, his words intensifying. Dagmara, you push through the crowd, make it up to the front of that door. What would you like to do? You're first up.
Right. Well, given the fact that I only have 8 hit points left since all the altercations before this,
You only have 8?
I only have 8. I will. What I'll do is I'm thinking of. Can I sneak in? They know we're here, but
Yes.
is there any way? Is there any obstruction that I can hide behind?
So you're, I don't know if you're looking at the stream, but you're standing at
Yes.
the opening here. There is very steep stairs that go down to the level below. So you can
Yes.
hide on either side of this opening. There are, there's a couple feet of wall on each side of this opening.
Yeah,
if you,
yeah.
If you go down there, you do see 2 skeletons at the bottom. And it looks like you would have to either
Okay.
hop across stones or get creative to find a
Yes.
place to hide.
Yes. So I would like to get as close as possible, kind of still hiding behind that wall, and very, very, very slowly, crouch, pull out my arrow, knock it, and just try to get to one of those skeletons.
Okay, the
Start
ones
with
down
that.
at the bottom at the platform?
Mhm.
Okay, great. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Actually, how far away is the nearest
Yes.
Now
necromancer?
I like what you're thinking.
Now we're talking.
We're
We're
looking
cooking with gas.
about
Yes.
40 feet to the closest necromancer.
Okay, how about the necromancer that's at the very top that's casting the spell?
That's about, what I say, 80 feet?
I'm just gonna go with that.
Okay.
Nice.
Just
Yep.
as I'm like looking at the skeleton, I just look at
Take the head off the snake.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Little-
Let's just finish this. I want to go to Tether.
Little does that measly necromancer know how lucky he got just now when you went moved it over to the other guy.
Right.
Like, and you.
Man, yes, I choose you. Okay.
Okay. Tell me what you get.
Okay, so I got a 10. Plus, what's the plus on this? Plus 3, so 13.
Okay, so you move out to the open, you draw back your bow, you let the arrow fly, knowing you've got it right on target. The arrow just shatters, explodes right on the edge of the platform, as if it hit
Shield.
a barrier.
Oh,
Again.
well, now we know. Now we know.
Get a necklace!
Okay.
Get a necklace!
The necklace. So with that, I'm just gonna recoil, literally as I shoot it. I'm just gonna hide
Okay,
right
just-
back behind the wall at this
okay.
point. I just don't
So-
want to take any more hit points off.
All right, so we're gonna say you're over on the right hand side. Okay.
And I just turn to the people, to my castmates here, my friends, and I'm like, don't. Be very careful. There's a wall. There's an invisible, dangerous, painful wall.
Copy that.
Just breathe.
Copy that.
All right, Otto, you're up, and Tabitha, you're on deck after.
My hands sort of twitch with anticipation, and I look up and I see the people hanging overhead, and I look at Seville and I say, "You've got them taken care of, I trust, hero." And then I nod back to you, and my eyes sort of flicker with an eldritch energy, and I say, "Good, because I'm no hero." And I will draw my sword. You said that if I'm looking at it right,
Mhm.
there's no real way to get across to the guy who's 80 feet away because there's blood on the ground. Is it like a pool, like a deep looking pool of blood, or is it does it look like I could get across?
I mean, from what you can see, you don't know how deep it is, but just looking around the room, you can tell that the edges are darker, where the light tends to fade. So maybe it's deep, but you're not sure. I mean, it's blood. It's really.
But I see these
thick.
little scattered stones that
Yeah.
like lead to the walkway, right?
There are places to go, and the tip of this other thing is about 10 feet off the bottom of this platform, straight ahead at the bottom of the ramp.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I would like to cast a spell as a bonus action.
Okay.
I will use the spell Expeditious Retreat. I sort of just wave my hands in a real quick motion, and it says the speed allows you to move at an incredible pace. When you cast this spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can take the dash action. So I would like to dash down the steps. My movement's 30.
Okay.
And then which way did Dagmara go? To the left or the right?
She's to the right, but she hasn't gone down. She's still at the top.
But she's hiding behind something at the right.
Correct.
And Judd, can you point out where the invisible wall is?
The arrow,
It's around him, right?
The arrow exploded about here, like right in the front of this platform.
Okay, it's delayed a second. Let me see if I can.
Okay, it's the front of this well, I've already pointed it out, but it's the front of the arcane circle. You'll see it in a
Okay.
moment.
But did it look like it shattered against like the dome that he cast over himself?
No, it looked like it shattered like right on the edge of that platform. It just
Yeah. Okay, got it. Well, then what I'll do, and there's basically, it's kind of hard to tell in detail on here, but there's like a bunch of other necromancers in front of him. Is that right?
Yeah, so there are 1, 2, 3. There are 5 necromancers total on the top
Yeah.
of the platform. One of them
Yeah,
being Koska, and then 4 additional on one of the ramps on the left, and 3 on the other ramp.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I will. The left would appear to be maybe the quickest way to get across. In my view, and does that seem right from what I would glance and
I mean,
glean?
they're kind of equal. It looks like if you go left, there is a skeleton. There are 2 skeletons additionally on this direction that you'll see. There's one on this kind of rock outcropping here in the blood,
Yeah.
and then another one at the base of the stairs.
So great. What I'll do is I'll jump to the left and I'll draw my sword. I'll try to get to the outcropping that the skeleton is on, because it's in my way anyway, right?
Mhm,
By the way you
mhm.
describe it. And basically I imagine that I jump, and as I land I try to slice through it, and then I'll see what I do from there.
Okay. Remind me, the spell that you just cast gives you basically dashing action, right?
I can take the dash action as a bonus action that I use
Okay.
to cast the spell. So my
All right.
total movement is like 60 feet
So no problem.
this turn.
All right, no problem. But you are going to get an opportunity attack from that skeleton at the base.
Oh, I
you're
didn't
standing-
realize there was one there too.
There's one right, yeah. There are 2 down at the bottom of the kind of stairs that go down to the level.
Okay, sure.
You want to attack that guy or just take the opportunity attack?
I'll take the opportunity attack.
Okay, great. So and actually I'll say 30 from there. So roll an acrobatics check to see if you can make it to the first stone.
Okay. 16.
Okay, so no problem. Just with a run, you run past, you land here. I'm gonna say it's the end of your movement. The skeleton reaches out with a 12 to hit, which I think
Yeah,
misses.
so I kind of run down and I spin around him and like parry it, and then I just
He's like,
continue running and jump.
Yeah, he brings the sword down, but too slow. You go right past him, run, fly over the blood, and land perfectly on that little outcropping. And that's your turn.
Nice.
Well, I have my action, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. You do have an action.
So I will attack the skeleton that I'm now close to with my rapier, and I would like to. Actually, I don't think I can do it this turn because I already used a bonus action, but I will just attack him, I think.
The one
Or
that's
I tell you what, I'll use my Eldritch Blast.
okay.
Because then that makes it easier to hit him since he's not in my melee, right?
Correct.
So yeah, I get 2 beams. So I'll shoot 1 beam at him now,
Okay.
which will be
Showing here. 1 beam.
one beam. Yeah. So I got a 14 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits.
All
So
right.
roll your damage.
Okay. It's an empowered Eldritch Blast, so it will be 1d12. One moment.
Nice.
The rarely used D12.
An 11 force damage.
Oh, wow.
yes.
So-
yeah.
As you leap through the air, you just drop your sword, your hand comes out, you release this blast of energy, you land, and it just hits the skeleton. You just see like pieces of its bone start to fall away. It's barely standing, it's kind of wobbling. That did serious damage to it.
Okay, well, and this is the one on the platform that I'm pretty near, right?
Correct, yeah.
So I have my second beam. I will focus that onto him as well.
Okay.
And that one will be 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 1 second. Another 11.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so yeah, the second one, you land and then you blast the second one out. It just blows this skeleton back, and you see it slam into the blood and just and just sink down and disappear.
And I fix a sort of insidious glare at the necromancers in front of me, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, awesome. Well done, Tabitha. You are up.
Okay. How many feet into the air is the cage that's dangling on the right-hand side?
They're all about 20 feet off of, 20 feet away from the entrance of where you're standing right now.
Okay. And who is in the rightmost one?
You see, it looks like a young man, maybe late teens, early 20. He's kind of glancing, looking at you. He's alive, scared. Help me! Help me! Like trying to rattle the cage.
So, okay. It's only 20 feet up?
Yep.
Okay. I feel like you probably wouldn't die if you dropped from 20 feet, so I am going to, let's see, I think I should use, I had good luck with my crossbow last week, so I'm going to use my crossbow again and angle it up to the wire that the cage is being held by.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it's being held by a black chain. I mean, it's not insubstantial.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go for it because that was my plan.
Go for it.
Okay. Let's see.
And you as you take this crossbow and you aim at the guy, say, no.
Okay, so I rolled a 15, and then we add 6.
That seems good.
That's pretty good.
That seems good. And then 1d8. This has got to be an 8. Yeah. Okay. 3 plus 3 makes 6. 1d8 plus 3, 6.
That's
6
your damage. Yeah. So.
But I would like to. I'm aiming to damage the chain.
Yeah.
Not the man.
Right. No, I get it. But he just sees you raise from his perspective. You just see, the crossbow comes up at him. He's like, no, and you pull. The bolt flies right over his head, hits the chain,
Yes.
and ricochets off to the darkness. And we'll just say, gives him a little bit of movement there. Maybe too much, but it's hard to make these things move. So. Yeah, there's definitely an impact from that.
Great.
He's like, what are you doing? What are you help? Help!
And I just kind of go like this. I'm like, shh. And then because I know that I'm imagining this little retaining wall that's in front of us is kind of like disguising us in some capacity.
I mean, there is a space of about 2 feet on each side of this hole in the wall. Then
Right.
you could, retreat to either side or retreat, backwards and get some hiding if you'd like to.
Okay, so when I'm looking at it on
Yeah.
the stream,
Yeah.
I was imagining that she could just hit him and then kind of like sneak along the back of that wall as far as she could to the right with her cunning action.
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
So
It's delayed.
it's
Can
actually
I do that?
so it's a little bit confusing. This is like solid wall on the inside. I just
Copy.
didn't to build it up. Yeah. So from here, if you just imagine like all of this, the entire interior, it's like just a massive cave. The stonework of the entrance that you are standing in and the sloping stairs down to that platform, but all of the walls and everything else looks like natural cave formation.
Okay, well, I just want to sneak however I can to get away from where people might have noticed the crossbow being shot. To
Okay.
the right is my impulse.
Okay. But outside the hole or just on this side of the hole?
On
Like-
this side of the hole, like
Yeah, no
where I
problem.
am. Great,
Yeah, so you're gonna basically go hide behind Dagmara.
beautiful.
Okay. Got it. Cool. All right. And Seville, you are up.
All right. Where is Otto?
So Otto is down to the left.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
on that
he's
thing.
here,
Okay,
yep.
so no one else has engaged, so he's out there by himself.
Correct.
All right.
Remember our
And-
little chit chat we had?
Yep. Yeah, I'm hoping we got that straight. So right in front of him is what?
In front of Otto?
Yeah, that on the
there's-
steps, the bottom of the steps. Because I mean,
There's
he-
another
I see-
skeleton on the bottom of the steps. There's like a stake with some old bones on the rock outcropping directly ahead of him,
Mhm.
but not a monster. The closest skeleton is on the bottom of the steps.
Yeah, the one that I passed near you guys. There's one right near all of you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me-
There are still. Yeah. There are two directly at the bottom of the entrance to where you're standing right now.
Oh, there are two. I see.
Yeah. They're one to the left, one to the right.
Oh, okay. Those are the ones directly in front of us in the shot, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Judd, those two skeletons right down front.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to try to mind hammer Koska.
Mind hammer.
Mind hammer.
hammer.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me. Go ahead. I mean, well, hold on. Let me. Actually, since you don't have to roll anything, let me see. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna say you concentrate to go for the mine hammer, and the moment you release it, you feel that there's just no target. You just can't seem to hold on to him. And nothing happens.
Glee.
Okay, so that he might not even be there.
Or he might not have a mind.
Well, I'm sure
no
he
mind to hammer.
has a mind, but I don't. He might not be there. That might be a.
Oh,
Yeah.
more illusions meant to distract. That'd be pretty brilliant if it was like, here's a bunch of fake people to save just so we can pick you off.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to.
Wizards are tricky.
Yeah, or a simulacrum. Let's hit that skeleton right in front as I'm going to go down.
Well, that
Is there
was.
wait? Is there any cover down here?
Not really. Actually, if you go down, unless you got into the blood itself,
There's no cover whatsoever.
I mean, it's what you see. There are these little kind of stubs at the bottom of the stairs that lead down.
Right.
Other than that,
Could
you're gonna have to make some headway in order to find cover.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this build, and it looks like there's no cover. It looks like when the necromancers attack, they could be throwing 5 or 6 fireballs at us.
It's possible.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is.
Well,
All right,
What
I'm
are
going to
you doing,
yell at
Seville?
Otto to get back. Otto, come back, come back. There's no cover. We're going to get
There's-
killed, and I'm going to
there's no cover near them either.
Who's the one in the upper left? These people. Do I recognize one of
On-
them as an edge guard?
Do perception check for me.
All right. No. Perception 10.
No, there are several cloaked people, and the cloaks, there are different cloaks. Most of the cloaks here are red or dark red. There are a couple that have black cloaks that look a little different.
I meant in the cages. The
oh.
cage.
Oh, in the cages?
Yeah.
No, I mean, from what you can tell, you don't think so, but there's not a lot of light up there.
All right. This is not even remotely a good situation.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
The
gotta.
skeleton is not really. Since Otto is down there, those 2 skeletons aren't in play. What's right in front of Otto?
Just a kind of stone.
Skeleton?
No,
Oh.
there's a post there with a skeleton's remains, but it's not a creature.
Well, I'm pretty sure the 2 skeletons right by you guys are real because I just killed one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 2 more. All right, I'm going to take my hand crossbow out. I'm going to stay.
Well, you've
There's
already
no-
taken your action with the mine hammer. It just didn't work.
No, I've taken a bonus action. Minehammer's bonus action.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead then.
So I'm just going to fire my crossbow at the skeleton.
Okay. Go for it.
All righty.
Get him.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Get him.
That is a 17.
17 hits.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
1d6 plus 4. That's a 4 plus 4, so 8.
8 plus. You
That's
get your sneak attack, don't you?
No, I have to be in
Oh, is it
within
melee?
5
Oh,
5 feet,
for
or I
swat-
could
that's
do
right.
it if Otto's within 5 feet. But
No, he's not. He's not. I forgot.
Yeah.
Swashbuckler's 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
So 8 damage. So yeah, you just you look at this. There's so much going on here. So many things you can do. You end up just let me clear a path and pull your hand crossbow and just right into the sternum. You see it crack, and it's just, and it pulls its sword up ready. You have your movement. You want to any movement?
no, I'm going to pull back into cover
Okay.
and see what the hell these necromancers are going to do. If they're real.
And I look back and I'm like, what happened to saving them?
Fall
Okay.
back!
And with that, it's the necromancer's turn. And you see Koska finishes. He building to this kind of crescendo and says, and you just see boom, this column of swirling red energy appears in that arcane circle. Go! And you see one by one some of these, if I can reach them actually, hold on, run up and disappear in this circle.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Wow. What a
Oh.
master of disguise.
What are these?
Good. They're all teleporting away.
Dang
Alright.
it.
Cool.
Or they were all like illusions.
Mhm.
No, it looks like they're
A
teleporting
perfect
away.
They're trying to
illusion.
escape through the magic circle.
All right.
Oh,
well,
I see. They're moving. Sorry, I thought they just disappeared from the stairs. I just see Jet's hand.
Oh,
Nice.
sorry.
No, it's great.
all right.
It's
Well,
showing
that-
me.
That makes it easy.
Hold on. There we go.
Interesting.
All right, good.
Why is this good? We don't want them to get away.
We can't defeat 10, 11 necromancers with no
Not with
cover
that-
and
Not
no
with
one
that
engaging.
attitude. Not with that attitude. We can't.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Too easy
say
now. There must be a trap here.
So you see a couple stop to turn to fight Koska. No! Go! And they turn. And only 3 left. And Koska closes his eyes and starts muttering something, while the one next to him, his hand starts to glow. An energy. Hold on a second.
They're getting away. We have to stop them.
Do we get to take any opportunity motions here, guys?
Not unless you're in
No.
melee. So the one to Koska's left, you see his hand start to glow with this blue energy, and let me see who he can see. Sorry, I forgot to put Kello up here. Erset and Kello, you're still standing there, having not had a chance to move, and
Right.
he just, Erset, he looks right at you, releases this energy. You just see this blast of cold fly out in this ball right at you. Let me see. He has to make an attack. Oh, but there's something. You see the force comes right at you and then explodes on the inside of this some kind of barrier. And you see him curse, and he moves off down here. And the next guy. you see
he
at the
fired. He fired something into his own shield.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, not his shield, but he fired something that you saw exploded. And
Okay.
then he ran down the stairs. You see the guy at the top of the stairs looks back at you, Eriset, again. And this time,
Oh no.
This time he also will miss.
What did I do to offend him so? Just been observing up till now. I've not done anything yet.
you see he looks at you and just he vanishes.
Hmm. He targeted you. Ooh.
Actually.
Sounds scary.
Okay. You don't see where he is. Koska still has his eyes closed.
Oh,
And
dear.
is muttering. All right. Eriset, it's your turn.
Oh god.
Actually, wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. I forgot. I've got all these guys. So the one skeleton comes to the top of this incline. He's gonna fall back and die. The other one moves into position here, and he's gonna take a swipe at you, Eriset. That misses. That's a 5. So he just comes to the top and just almost like just holding you at bay. All right. And Otto, the one on the stairs near you. Oh my God, what's up with these rolls? A 2, a 1, a 5.
Sorry, loser.
As you're standing there trying to
I'm
balance,
just like ting ting
just
ting
like-
ting. I'm just parrying, baby.
ching ching ching. Got your lightsaber out. Okay. The rest are holding. All right, Airset, now you're up.
Okay, so is the major necromancer, was he down the hole yet, or is he still there? Can I
No,
see
he's,
him?
he's still there. He's at the
Okay.
top of the
All right,
arcane
then-
circle.
Then I take a shot at him straight at his forehead.
Okay. Well, actually, there's a skeleton right in front of you now. I mean, you can still ignore it, but
Yeah, because as a bonus action, I'm gonna try to get out of there, but I just want to try to get the source. I'm just gonna
okay.
take a
All
shot
right.
at
So
him.
you just kind of lower your, so you have a shot. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I got. Hold on. I got a 27. Wait,
Whoa.
18 plus 9 would be 27.
Seven.
Yes, I got 27.
Jeez.
Wow!
So you go down and you find that gap between the skeleton. You have that direct corridor. Let go of that arrow. You see it fly. You know you've got him. Like it's gonna stick right in his forehead. And the arrow just explodes at that barrier.
What?
Yeah, the same place the other arrow exploded before.
Shit! We didn't use the necrolis. Yeah! Shit!
And I just turned to Arisa and I'm like, Arisa, I don't think it will work.
Shit!
Don't think arrows will work in this.
Does it hurt me? Does it bounce back? Do I need to duck away from it?
No, you just saw the arrow just shattered into splinters.
Shit! Ah! Ah! And now this other skeleton's coming at me? Or
there's
is
a
he not gonna be
skeleton-
able to?
Right in front of you.
But
You
he's
and-
not on the other side of the barrier, right? So he's not gonna be able to get out either, is he?
No, the barrier is at the edge of the platform in the middle of the cavern.
Uh-huh.
That's where your arrow exploded. The skeleton is 2 feet in front of you.
Okay. I don't know if I can do, okay, I gotta do a bonus action of something.
Hunter's mark.
I can't, I have
think
got
you
no
actually-
spells left.
Oh no,
I have
because
no
you.
spells left at all.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
no.
will interact with an object, and I will take that tree out, and I will say, "Back! Get away!"
Okay. You pull the tree out and it's still glowing, beautiful golden light. The skeleton doesn't react. Okay, that's your turn.
Okay.
Dagmara, we're back
My
to you.
Shitty turn.
Death
Okay.
by twig.
That's my very shitty turn.
All right.
So skeletons are
That
like,
never
how?
works. It's never done anything ever.
Drop the tree in the blood.
I still like your singing, Arisa. How deep is this blood?
How deep is your blood? How
You know,
deep is your
I
blood?
had asked that earlier, and I gathered that we can't tell. Is that right?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to paint this picture. I know, the minis it's a lot easier to see this.
Oh, but like a skeleton has fallen into it and stuff like that. Did that give any clue? Like, did
so
they sink or?
Yeah, the skeleton did sink. So it's at least
Did
deep
sink.
enough
Okay.
for the bones to sink.
So
Um,
great. So what I'm gonna do? There's just the guy left, right? And one necromancer.
There
Coast Guard.
is there are 2 necromancers that you can see. One
That you can see.
one just vanished.
Okay, great.
So there was a
And-
third.
Okay, at this point they're like 80-ish feet or so.
Yeah, about 80 feet.
Okay. Well,
And just so there's also the 2 skeletons still, right? Or no?
There
There's-
are multiple skeletons on the field. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 skeletons out there.
right. Okay. So from what I'm seeing from the map, down from like next to the walls where we are, it seems like there's direct like a direct drop to the blood, into the blood, if I'm not mistaken.
From where you're standing right now,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to see, but there's a like steep staircase right here, which I know this is delayed, but there's a steep staircase right out in front of you, though there
Mhm.
is a skeleton standing right in front of the door where you're at right now.
Okay.
And it goes down to a platform that is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 100 feet across. That's right at the base of the stairs of where you're standing. Otto is
Okay.
off to the left of that. The rest of you are all hiding in the back. Actually, I realized I forgot to do Kello's turn. I'll do it after this.
Okay, so there's a steep platform, but the pool of blood is kind of closer by.
I mean, the pool blood is everywhere. So,
But like it's something that's within like a jump or within a, you know.
I mean, you could go off to the side and jump down. Absolutely. So
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, well that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go right straight into the blood and just gonna dive in with.
Mm.
Very bold.
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
It's
Do
an
it.
intense reaction.
Let's
Well,
swim.
So,
Go
no,
for a
this-
Dang,
swim.
what happens?
Gonna
You're
go
gonna
for a
have
little
a
swim.
carry moment here.
And I'm gonna just it's with hopes to get to the main area.
okay. So first,
And I'll
there's-
just turn to Tabby and I'll say, "Cover me, please." And then just
all right.
yeah.
So there is a skeleton right in front of this door. You can push past it, but it's going to get an opportunity attack on you, which is fine. Do you want to go left or right off of the platform?
I'll go right.
Okay, so you push past the skeleton,
Mhm.
and it gets a 12 plus.
I'm 16. I mean, armor class 16. I don't know about that.
It's 16, so it hits you. So I mean, it's hard not to. You just run right past it. It
I
just
know.
swipes its sword right at you for 6 points of piercing
Whoa!
damage.
Guys,
It's
she's
right-
like, she was an
right-
It's
8.
okay. We got 2. We're good.
Oh, that is for her.
So-
So gnarly.
And I
you
stumble
jump-
into the blood.
You fall into the blood, and
Dagmara, you're making me look smart.
Dagmar, all the sound
Maybe the blood will heal me. Who knows?
stops
Yeah.
as you hit the blood, and
Uh-oh.
you sink down, and it just quickly pulls you under.
No.
And
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I just want to
you
swim
feel
through it.
you
Dun,
feel
dun,
the
dun.
bite of the blood trying
Okay.
to attack your skin, trying
my.
to force its
gosh.
way, but there's something inside you
Oh.
that just seems to just yes. Roll a constitution check for me, please.
Oh no, it's gonna
Maybe
be like,
it's the might of the
oh
dragon.
no, we're gonna get evil Dagmara from this.
Oh shoot! Just gonna. I rolled an 8
no.
total.
The way.
Your attention snaps and you emerge from this blood pool, and it's just drips off of you, coating you. You get up onto, well, you appear next to this platform if you'd like to get on it,
Yes.
and you stand here. You all see her come out of this blood, and the skeleton 10 feet away from her looks at you and then ignores her and looks
Yeah.
up. All right.
That's rough.
Cool. Let's all get swimming in the blood. We won't get touched by the skeletons.
And
Yeah.
you still have an action, Dagmara. What would you like
Wow.
to do? I'm going to send you a
So
quick
okay,
note.
I'm on the platform right now. Like at the,
Yeah.
the bottom here. Is that where I am at?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna try to swim to the right staircase.
Okay. Hold on. Get this note first.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a feeling this note is some grim tidings for us.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on.
like
It's no biggie.
just what we needed.
Oh,
On the bright side, she's at like a 2 on her constitution.
Oh, so you
it's-
mean if she's evil again, we can just, you know?
Yeah, yeah, she could bamf her. But
Well, at least we know the
Mm.
bloods.
oh my gosh.
We could pull the predator and wipe just, blood all over us and be invisible.
I think that's not maybe quite what's happening, though.
I mean,
No, I
you
know.
can-
It's just
She got power from Tiamat.
just talking to my inner voices.
Everybody's got inner voices. We got to get some inner voices.
Yeah.
Tabby,
What they sound
Aracet, we
like.
need some inner voices.
inner voices,
Yeah,
You
everybody's
don't
got
wanna
inner voice.
hear
Otto's got an inner
him.
voice. Dagmar's got an inner voice.
Oh.
It's like we need some interior dark
Yeah.
armor.
I think
We
we,
need to
all
make
need
some-
to get like
we need
more
to make some-
schizo.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's.
as I stand there,
I'm gonna cannonball.
covered
Cannonball into the blood.
covered in blood.
Yeah.
I just look at everyone behind me, everyone in front of me, just above me, underneath. Just look at my hands as the blood kind of like reveals the scales. And I just like there's just this trembling anger coming through, and I just say, "You all deserve to die." And I just go for the staircase.
And I hear her scream that from over where I am to the left, and I'm like, oh, not again.
All right.
Who did she say that to specifically? Like, was
He
that
says
to
you all
What?
deserve to die.
Yeah, but there are a lot of us here. So
Yeah, but do
is
you
it-
really think she would tell a skeleton
Oh.
that?
Oh,
I mean, so you're like
Maybe.
She's talking
She's
to us.
going to kill us.
us, like
She's moving
general
towards.
direction.
You
us.
thought that last time and you were off, so I'm not trusting
Alright.
your judgment.
She's
Dad.
and you as she says these words, she
Okay.
turns and she moves off towards the stairs to the right hand side.
Which stairs? Like the near ones or the far ones up towards the necromancer?
The like the horn stairs off to
yeah,
the
the
right.
far ones.
Okay.
So is that like a we're abandoning you kind of stairs move, or is it a more I'm going to go attack that lead
You guys,
necromancer kind of?
you have to figure out
This
how to
is
read
open to your
Dagmara.
interpretation.
Yeah, I think you should shoot her with a bow.
All right, so now we're gonna go back because
Turn.
I forgot about Kello's turn. So
Okay, Kello's turn.
Kello rushes up to this skeleton in front of all of you and kind of pushes you aside. You just see him take his big sword. Oops, that's a bad guy die. Need a good guy die. Yep, and I'm pretty sure that is a big hit. Yeah, and he just cleaves right into the side of this skeleton and just
Dagmara's new friend.
like takes off one of the legs. You see the thing, and just kind of shields the rest of you, filling up this space, this opening with his massive form, protecting everybody else there. And that's going to be his turn. So going now to Otto.
Yeah, I have my expeditious retreat
Thanks for
active.
the follow. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you for the follow. And so I will use my regular movement to start, and
Okay.
I will advance as close to the necromancer as I can get, jumping over
So
rocks as need be.
this one, I need one acrobatics check. The rest you can hop, no problem.
Okay. Acrobatics is 18 plus 6, 24.
Yeah, I mean, no problem. Like you're just stepping gracefully across this expanse. You jump over, you come over here. Now there is a skeleton facing you at the bottom of the stairs. Do you want to jump? You want to go past it? Do you want to engage?
How far away is the necromancer?
The necromancer is all the way at the top of the stairs.
How far though?
60 feet.
And how much of my movement have I used?
You've only used 15.
Okay, so I will go past the skeleton.
Okay.
I just sort of try to throw an elbow up and have my sword ready to parry.
Okay. Okay, that's your normal movement. That's 30. And it's
Alrighty.
gonna get an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that one it catches you this time as you go by. It just has enough time to see you coming and pulls his
Yeah.
short sword up and you just miss parry it at the wrong time. 3 points of damage, piercing damage, as it slices into your side.
Got
You
it.
just ignore it and push on up.
Yep, and I'll use my bonus action now to close the distance on the necromancer further. Where does that get me?
Okay. Gets you right there.
How far away is that from him?
You are 5, 10, 15 feet away.
All right, I yell back, and he's not facing me, or is he?
He is not. He's like,
Yeah.
his eyes are closed and you see his hand moving and he's mumbling something.
Well, 15 feet is the perfect distance for my hand, my one hand has the sword, my other hand sort of like tenses up, flexed to my side. And Dagmara, if she were in her right mind, would recognize what I'm about to do next, where lightning starts to kind of crackle along my arm and the hairs raise on my arm. And I say, I'm not letting you get away, coward. And I lash out. It has a 15-foot range with my lightning lure. You create a lash of lightning energy that strikes a creature of your choice within range. They must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line toward you and take 2d8 lightning damage.
Okay.
So a strength save, my friend.
So,
Oh gosh.
you see that happen, and hold on, let me make sure he's got this. Yeah. You cast it, and he just, as if he's finished, and he raises his hand as the lightning erupts out of your hand, starts to wrap around him, and just fizzles across this barrier around him, and sizzles away.
I see.
And he looks over at you. No longer muttering, eyes open.
Is the barrier still there?
You are past the barrier that you saw before. That is over at the front of the platform, which is to your right by about 15 feet. So this seemed to be very different. It seemed to be something that he threw up at the last second when the energy went out.
And here I was thinking he didn't even know I was there.
Oh, well, he's careful what you're playing with.
Isn't there also one guy that disappeared that we don't know if he actually left and maybe he's just invisible, like lurking?
There
The
is.
one that looked at you right before.
There's
The one that, that look.
That sounds like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's like a classic scary movie where you have nothing but like your sweat and a knife and you're in the dark and you're trying to find it and you know he's there. It's kind of that.
It is totally that.
It is.
I guess, yeah.
Blood.
So
What are you doing, Otto?
basically, well, that is all. I look at him and I square off against him, an otherworldly courage surging through Otto, and I say, you may think you know power, but I know a power far greater, and I intend to show you. And I just like give him this stare down, like, let's go, bro, what's up?
Nice. All right.
There you go.
Tabitha, you
Okay.
are up.
I have a couple questions for you.
Yes.
Looking at the map,
Yes.
there's like horns, and then there's like the chin part of
Yeah.
the. Okay.
Yeah.
How many feet is it from where I currently am to like the very tip of that point?
Okay. I'm going to say it's about 40 feet. 40,
40.
45 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Next question.
Yep.
Are there any stalactites or stalagmites along the wall that I can climb up?
Let's see. You looked before. There aren't any stalactites or stalagmites in this immediate area, but the inside of the cavern is like rough cavern. So it is possible that you could climb it.
Okay. I'm just going to tell you what my dream plan will be, and you can tell me if any of this is possible.
Gotta go.
I would love to be able to climb up the wall, do like an acrobatics jump to the like guy that I kind of loosened from the cage, and like swing across and drop down into like the center of where the bad guys are.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. So,
Thought it would be fun at the very least.
and remind me, you have a climbing,
Okay,
you have something
So I have second story work. So basically
what I- yeah.
climbing costs me no extra movement. And in addition, when I make a running jump, I jump an additional 3 feet.
Right. So just give me a strength check. You can use athletics, actually.
Okay, that makes it better. So thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Because you're going to be looking to pull yourself and scale this wall. There is also still a skeleton right at the front of the
good.
entrance that you have to
Okay.
get by.
So I rolled a 16.
Okay.
With acrobatics, I have +6.
Oh, yeah. So you have no problem, but I do want to remind you that there is a skeleton right at the
Oh.
entrance of where you're standing.
You
But-
could use your cunning action to disengage it, just so you're aware of that option.
You could, if you want to get past it.
Yeah,
Well-
can I disengage and just like climb up a different area?
Yeah, so you just say, you disengage, you just find a way to just like shoof, go under its grasp of the sword and start climbing your way. As you're making your way up, you see ahead that it looks like the rock face goes in a little bit. And you see now, as you're getting, because you've gone up about 20 feet, you see that the ropes that are holding the cage come down through the darkness and cut into this cutout in the rock that's right above you of where you're climbing. And as you go up a
Okay.
little bit higher, you see the top of the hood of a necromancer standing there.
Oh boy.
So
Oh.
what would you like to do?
Can I
You can-
drop down onto its shoulders, like as in
You'd
I'm
be kinda
sitting on
climbing-
its shoulders?
You'd be climbing up into its crawl space or the like recess space.
Okay.
So you're like climbing up and you see there's like a pocket in the wall ahead. And as you go up a little higher, you can see like the top of a hood. So you know you could jump up
Oh.
there and attack if you wanted.
Okay, yeah, I do want to. I mean, I'm trying to get these bad guys. So let's do
Yeah.
that. Attack them. I guess I still have that section of my turn available.
You do.
And
Yep.
let's see. This is like he's right up close to me.
Yeah, yeah. So like you could just jump up and be right in his face and attack.
Great. I would like to do that, and I think this time I would like to. I mean, I haven't shown that much love to my rapier lately, so
Hmm.
let's just do like a, like I'm imagining she just like grabs him and slits his throat.
Okay. All right. Roll an attack, please.
Okay. And this is, by the way, very confusing. Let me click back over to. Okay, I can see you in real time now. Hang on. Roll well. Oh,
Oh no.
I did
Well,
not roll well.
Is it a 1 though? Because you get
No,
to.
it's a 2.
Oh, but what do you have to your rapier?
Let's see. My rapier is +6, so that's an
Ooh,
8.
Not that low. No. So
Well, you have your inspiration if you care that much.
I have my inspiration, guys. This is a perfect time to use this.
all right.
All
Cash-
right.
Cash it
Cashed
in.
it in.
The inspiration has been cashed in.
Yes!
What?
Oh, I rolled an 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Wow.
Thank you, Chad, for remembering. Okay,
Nice.
it's right here.
I
We'll
can't
have to
remember
give
my
this
pin
one
number
off.
to anything, but for some reason I remember stuff like this, which is I don't know.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Okay,
For
so
when it counts.
I rolled
Yeah.
an 18, rapier as +6.
Yeah, yeah. No, you definitely. You just jump up out of nowhere and run him through with the rapier. Roll your damage.
Okay, rapier damage is 1d8 +3. This one's an 8. See, you guys, I'm getting better. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
7 damage.
Does
nice.
this count as a sneak attack?
No,
No.
because
No.
they know you're there. So
No. Okay,
I mean, you
well,
did kind
fair
of
enough.
surprise.
I surprised him, but
but
sure.
they know they're waiting. So, but still, well done.
thanks.
It was nice.
Mm.
It was good, very good. All right, and I think that's it because action, bonus action, and movement. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right, Seville, you're up.
All right. I am going to head down right in front of me. How much? Yeah, I'm having a hard. Okay. What's?
So let's remind you, you're at the top, the entrance here. There is
Yep.
still a skeleton right at the entrance.
All right. I'll take him out.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
All right. Uh, 18
Yep,
plus
that hits.
8, 26. All right. 1d8 plus 5.
You definitely get
So-
sneak attack this time.
Yeah.
you-
3 plus 5 is 8.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
It's actually enough.
Okay.
just-
Good.
You just crumble this guy. You see the bones just fall apart, and he falls over the side.
Later,
Nice.
dude. 'Cause- 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 'cause-
All right. And then. Okay, so then I have a clear shot now to follow Otto's trail, right?
You do. Well, there's one more skeleton at the base of the ramp that you're standing on.
Okay, so I'll take him out.
Okay.
Well, I'll use my. Let me see. I'll use bonus action. I'm going to use my bonus action just to hit him with the dagger. To use it
just-
offhanded.
Okay, so you're gonna run down there.
Yeah, so I slashed at the first skeleton.
Okay.
I'll run by.
So you're now at the base of this. I know you can't quite tell the angle because I'm shooting pretty far
Gotcha.
down.
No,
but
no. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's pretty steep stairs. You make it to the bottom. There's a skeleton standing right in front of you.
Okay, so I'm going to hit him with dagger.
Okay, go
and
for it.
now I can use sneak attack since I already took that other one out. Let's see. 11.
To hit?
Yeah.
Does not hit. So
Darn it.
this
Darn-
one's
darn-
just a
darn it.
little bit like ready for you, and it just brings the sword down and parries your blow. You still have
Not ideal.
5, 10, 15, 20. You've only moved about 20 feet if you want to move any more,
Yep, I'll move.
but you will get an opportunity attack if you move out of his melee.
Well, no, I'm using fancy footwork, so as long
Oh,
as I
right.
make an attack, I don't draw an opportunity. I can still I can deflect it. So
Okay.
I'll finish my 30 feet.
Okay, so which way, left or right or
Left.
straight? Okay.
Well, I can go straight.
I mean, you can try
He's like, yeah,
Whoa.
straight through the blood.
straight or try to jump. 10 feet.
What's
Dagmar
Okay.
did it. It's no big deal.
Right? You can do it.
so 10? Is
Why
it
not?
10 feet and then 10
Might
feet to
turn
the
evil.
left? Is that gap 10 feet that Otto made there?
It's a little bit over 5 feet. It's more like 8 feet.
Okay, no.
I'm calling it as 5 feet of movement, but
Yeah, I'll follow it. I'll follow Otto's.
got it. Okay, and no opportunity attack. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Seville, that is your turn. Now,
Yes.
we have the necromancer's turn, and before I forget, I'm gonna have this skeleton's just gonna come after you.
Yeah.
And rolls a
Look out.
rolls a 6, so that is a 10 to hit, so that's a miss. That one's
Okay.
hitting, as is the skeleton on the stairs on the left is going for Dagmara.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I guess it doesn't.
That's a 12. What's your AC? I'm sure it's higher than that.
16.
Yeah. God,
But wait, why did that one go after Dagmar and the other
Why?
one did not?
why?
Good question.
Why?
Why?
And let's see. This one decides between. This one turns, having wounded Otto before, and just, these guys are terrible. Just
Yeah, when
Otto,
he shoots an arrow.
he shoots an arrow, and you feel it like go way high over your head.
Nice.
Like these are just the worst fucking skeletons.
Oh, they're stormtrooper skeletons.
Yeah.
Super basic.
Tabitha, you are face to face with this necromancer now.
Okay.
And it's actually not a bad place to be with a wizard, to be up close like that.
Yeah.
Hold on. You see it's going to cast
The suspense.
okay, so his hand goes through the air right in front of your eyes with this dark smoke trailing off of it, and the smoke seems to come out and try to settle itself over your face. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. Well, how do I do that?
It'll be on your sheet.
Yeah, so it's the box in the upper left of saving throws. It'll say plus. Let me see.
Saving throws.
On.
Constitution.
Yep.
So that says +0.
Oh, so just roll a d20 straight and tell me what you get.
I got a 6.
Oh no.
I
The smoke wraps around your face, seems to go into.
I don't get like an opportunity attack because he's like right in front of me.
He's not moving. He's casting his spell.
Well, if it was up to me, I would chop off his hands.
Right.
But I guess I'm not allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to do that when it's not your turn, but
Imagine that.
I feel you, Mads.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you suddenly, you can't see anything and you can't hear anything. The entire world is shut off as you go blind and deaf.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Blind and deaf.
Yeah.
This jerk.
I'm having a meditative moment. No.
Isolation chamber.
Okay, now the one that tried to fire the blast at Erisette that moved down the stairs is now turning and looking at the party. He sees Kello, this hulking beast in armor, and once again his hand starts to glow with this blue energy, and he fires, and this time does not splash against any barrier. Hold on. I think it's an attack roll. Yep. Okay.
You know,
Oh.
next time you get a feat, Maddie, you should look at the feat Mage Slayer, which would allow you to try and get a free attack on someone who tries to cast a spell when they're close to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, just some food for thought.
Thank you.
That's super helpful right now, Otto. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see that he launches another one, and this one streaks across, and Kello sees it and moves and explodes, just missing against the outer wall of this portal that you're all looking at. Koska yells at him, "Go, go!" And he turns, and he's gone. Koska now, Otto, looks over at you.
Well,
So, thank you for joining us. Your timing is perfect.
well, I can't say I love the decor, but happy to oblige.
And he looks up, he says, "It's time." And he steps forward and goes. Tabitha, you feel something move near you, but
Okay.
that
But I
is-
can't see or hear it.
no.
Okay.
So he
And-
disappears into the portal.
Koska disappeared.
Everyone
And-
has, right?
But I
Uh,
can feel still.
Yeah, you can still feel, but you don't worry. Nothing's happened.
Okay.
Yes. So Koska has disappeared. That other one disappeared. There was one by Maddie. And that is going to be. Let's see. We have all the skellies. That guy is going to jump across. Yep, he makes it. He's just going to block you there, Dagmara. And that is it. All right, Erisette, what are you doing?
So I want to try to climb the way they did over the wall and try to get on that platform that's right there in front of the wall with all my action.
You mean just to where Tabitha went, or just straight down?
Well, what I see are like these pillars, and then I see like this platform.
This
And what I-
platform right ahead of you is actually down 20 feet.
Yeah.
So Seville is down there with the skeleton at his back.
Yeah, I want to jump down there and try to help Seville.
Okay. You don't have to jump. There's stairs. So you just make your way
Okay,
down
okay.
20 feet. Okay.
So I run down.
Yep, you're at the back.
Okay. And I am gonna try to go like leap. Do I have enough motion to leap across the blood pool onto that little like big rock and then leap again onto that bigger little island?
To go over here? I mean, straight across to the little point?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try. It's about
Yeah.
10. It's about 10 feet. Roll an acrobatics.
Okay.
check.
Okay.
Actually, you could do athletics or acrobatics, since you're really going to be trying to muscle this jump.
Okay. Okay. I got an 15.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just barely
Okay.
manage to you start to slip, and you're like, and you manage to make it.
Okay. Whew.
I'm saying you got around the skeleton enough where it didn't have an opportunity to attack, since that was what
Okay.
you wanted to do.
Okay. Okay.
All right, that is the end of your movement, unless you want to bonus action dash or do something else. You still have your action.
And do I see any necromancers left? I feel like all I see is that skeleton. Or...
Roll a perception check.
Okay. I want to see if I can feel that one invisible one's breath down my neck or anything like that. Okay. I got a 19.
So you spin around, look, you see above the entrance to this room where you came in that there is a carve out. You see Tabitha standing in that space. Looks like she's alone, standing there, her back to you. Whipping around, you see these several remaining skeletons, but your attention gets drawn down to the blood pool, and right actually next to you, you just see this bloom, bloom, these bubbles are coming up to the surface, and they're getting larger, like bloom, exploding,
boy.
blossoming. Bloom,
Oh boy.
bloom.
Okay. I shoot into it.
Okay, roll an attack.
Nice.
So Aristad is near me, right?
No, she's not near you. She's
Okay.
way away from you, but she can see you.
Okay. I get a 16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know. You see the arrow just disappears into the blood.
Okay.
What are you doing?
That's all I have, right? That's all I have. I've got all my movement used up.
Yeah, actually, I think that's it for bonus action too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's Kello's turn. He comes rushing down here. Seville coming up behind you, and takes a big swipe at the skeleton at your back. That is. Yep. He just comes, just cleaves it, and nice. And this guy, you just hear behind you bones clattering and falling, and you look behind quickly, you see it just splash down and start sinking into the blood. And Kello stops here too as he starts to see bloop, bloom, bloom of this blood pooling up. That's it for Kello. Dagmara, we're back to you.
So remind me who is left right now.
Okay, so it looks like all of the necromancers are gone, but there's a skeleton directly across from you. There's another one on the stairs. You see your party, 3 of them are behind you.
Okay. Well, what I want to do, I mean, I'm kind of on this, I'm swimming towards or did I already get on the stairs?
No,
Did I make it to the stairs?
You're not to the stairs yet. You ran out of movement. But if you want, you could go back into the blood and go swim over to the stairs.
Well, I see the bubbles.
Yep.
And I don't even care to look around or see where anyone else is. I just kind of get this like little devious smile on my face and just head right for them.
For the bubbles?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to stay on the path or do you want to get into the blood?
I'll get into the blood.
Okay.
Gross.
You all turn and see.
Already wet. Why
She's
not?
already wet. Yeah.
Already wet. It's nice and warm in there.
Now it's like one of those mud runs. They're just like, you know what?
Right.
It's like you're like whatever. It's just more.
So true.
Do you
Yeah,
come up?
except it's just bubbling blood.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I almost imagine like this kind of
Okay, yeah,
going
because
through.
it's
like a shark. Just doing a little.
With like a little blood snorkel, like
you
Just
can
a little-
feel,
yeah.
Oh
like,
God,
taking-
not a blood snorkel.
there's no bottom
mean-
to when you jumped in before, like you didn't hit bottom.
Yeah,
It's deep, so you're just kind of like swimming.
just swimming, right? Yeah.
So
just-
Ersa,
Swimming
you
in
look
blood.
over and she's literally Dagmara is her head just swimming past you in this blood.
That can't be healthy.
Such a
Okay.
weirdo.
wow.
So
Dagmara, there's something in there.
I just don't hear you.
That's your
Just
movement.
keep
Do you
going.
want to have any action? Do you want to do anything?
What I'm gonna do is I will, with whatever thought that I have left still, I do want to cast Absorb Elements on myself.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. Otto.
All right, so this little wimp disappeared, right?
Yep.
There's no one near me anymore.
There are no necromancers near you. You see now the bubbling of the pool.
No, I caught
Yeah.
that. What about
Yeah.
the magic circle where it was that they stepped into?
It's still glowing.
All right, do I look around and notice, like, when they went into it, did they like reappear anywhere that I see? Do I notice any sign of them?
Do an Arcana check for me.
Mm-hmm. 18.
So you not only don't see them, but you look at this circle, and you haven't seen one in person, but you've read about them enough in books that you know that this is a teleportation circle that's been activated.
And I saw them go through it.
Yep.
And I know that none of my other teammates managed to get anywhere near close to here.
Correct.
So that if I go through it, I'd be probably going through it by myself. But even still, I whisper back to the voice that I hear whisper to me, and I say, I'll need your help now more than ever. And I go through it.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
Why?
Holy
my
shit.
gosh.
Okay.
All right, I thought Seville was crazy.
This is so.
Man, this is wild
What's
sauce.
happening?
This
So you
is
all-
wild sauce.
As if in slow motion, you see Otto
Yeah,
casually walks forward
that's
looks
heavy
at
metal
you.
right there.
and just steps in, his form immediately vanishing.
And I don't know what is on the other side, but I know that the first thing they'd be hearing is me going, no, I wasn't quite finished talking.
And I, of
Wow.
course, am not hearing or seeing any of it.
That's true. Okay, we're almost done for the night, but Tabitha, roll a Constitution save again.
What is this A in the green thing? On this, it says
Advantage.
A.
You have advantage against being poisoned.
It says against being frightened.
Oh, sorry, frightened. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong character. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 16.
Yeah. So you shake it off, and it's like almost like a ringing as the sound rushes back into your head, and your eyesight returns, and you whip around. That necromancer's gone, and you look out. You see the other necromancers are gone. Otto is gone. What do you want to do? And to remind you, you're standing in the alcove, which the cables for the cages go up, go through pulleys, and come down to this space. And there are these levers on these big gears.
Okay,
Same control.
I'm levering down. I want the cages to come down so those people can get out.
All right, so you just and you see one by one, they start to lower down to the ground. We'll say they lower. I'll undo them later. They settle down on the walkway, Seville,
Okay.
like right in front of you and Kello. All right,
Wait, what settles down there?
the cages.
Oh, okay.
They're not quite lined up but they're
Right,
supposed to
right.
be lined up with that platform with the symbols that you see on the walkway.
Okay.
Is exactly where they drop. All right, Tabitha. Anything else you want to do?
Are there any skeletons or anything that needs to be killed nearby me?
There are two that you can see very close from outside. One is directly down with a sword that's off to the right of where you're standing, and then one with a bow that's on the stairs on the right-hand side.
The one with the sword. How
Okay.
far away is he?
Let's say about 40 feet.
Okay, I would like to move like, let's say 20 feet, like most of my action, and then I want to toss my blink dagger at him.
You know what you could do, which would be really cool? You could jump off the ledge.
Oh, and teleport to your blink dagger.
And then wait till you're in range and then throw it and then teleport to it.
Okay, yeah, that's way cooler. And I don't have a full clear picture of where I am or what's happening, so
that's
let's
the only
do
reason
that.
I'm telling you. If you saw it in person, you'd be able to do that. But
Yeah.
so you
That's
jump off the
dope.
side, you wait till you're in range, you throw it. So throw your attack, or roll your attack.
16 again.
Yeah,
And then we can.
That
I'm
hits.
There we
there's
go.
Something else that adds up. Blink dagger +6.
yeah, you hit. So it just like appears right in his chest, or it sticks in his chest, and you blink right to it, landing on top of him, driving it in. How much damage?
Right. I rolled a 4 for my D4, so 4, 5, 6, 7 total.
7 total. Okay. And you're basically just like hanging off of this blink dagger, shoved into its chest.
Wow.
Wow.
That's an image.
It's epic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tabitha the tornado.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I was down for the count for a minute, but now I'm back, baby.
No, I love it. I love it. Okay. That's your turn, Tabitha. Seville,
Great.
you are up. So to remind you, there are now 3 cages that you see. There's a young woman in the cage right in front of you. Lands literally right at your feet.
Human?
Human.
Is she? What's the condition she's in?
She looks weak, but she's on her feet, and she's just reaching out. Help me! Get me out of here.
I'll try to pick the lock really quick.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll sleight of hand. Tell me what you get.
That is a 15, 19. 15
no,
plus 4.
No problem. You drop down. Open it up. And she just, oh, thank you. I've been up there. The other, my friend, and she rushes past you and she starts like pulling the bars, and you see there's a corpse in the one in the middle. The person looks like he's just been sucked, all of his essence, sucked dry.
Oh boy.
And she just kind of dissolves into tears. What else do you want to do?
All right, so I didn't. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So to remind you, there's still a skeleton with a bow directly across from you at the bottom of the stairs on the left-hand side of your screen. And there are a couple skellies behind you.
How far away is? Oh, there's more skeletons?
Yeah, there are 3 total that you guys can see, and there's still right next to you is just a bubbling of the blood.
And I'm just going to yell, Otto, let's go! Let's go, fall back! And
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
here, Bubba.
Yeah,
Take
you
a
look
shot.
up. You look up, and
Yeah.
Otto's gone.
Do I know? Can I see? Do I know he's gone, or I just can't
Yeah,
see?
I'd say you saw him step through the portal and disappear. What are you doing?
I'm gonna turn around and Otto went through the portal. Otto went through the portal, and I'm turning around, just firing a crossbow shot at the closest skeleton.
Okay, go for it.
$15.
15 hits.
All right. Who's near the skeleton? Anybody?
No, nobody. He's off by
Alright.
himself.
Okay, 3 plus 4, 7.
7 points. Okay. So
With the rest of my movement, can I? Does this girl look like a Lucnorian, or what does she look like? What?
I mean, it's a little hard to
She's-
tell. She doesn't have like the outer garments, but very
Okay.
similar in kind of look to yeah. You probably imagine she's a local person.
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action. Well, let's see. I'm going to use my. Can I get around that cage
Yeah, you can.
to see where Otto might have gone?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to try to follow his path up.
Okay. So you only have to make one acrobatics check.
All right.
To get across that.
11.
Yeah, you make it.
All right.
So 15, and 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah, because I already used.
Yeah, so you can get there.
Oh, you know what? I got bonus action, so I'm going to dash at my bonus action.
Okay. Let's see. You did pick the lock though.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
I'm gonna call that your.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, bonus action. So, okay, this one's down.
Or even if you want to take away my hand crossbow shot on the skeleton, because I used my action, but it's up to you.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So, Seville, you free this woman. You take a shot. You run across, and you're focused on the skeleton. But at that moment, all of you just suddenly, just it starts to get really loud. The blood is churning, and you start to see emerging from this goo. This looks like bones are coming out, and it's just keeps coming, and it starts unfurling, and you see this creature just made of bones raises up, its wings spread out, and its head starts to look over at. I'm gonna put in here this large.
Getting a Draco Lich kind of vibe here.
Oh boy.
Not a Draco Lich, but
What the fuck?
and special thanks to my daughter, because we had ordered a special mini for this. I was supposed to be here today. Got lost in the post, and very last second, she made this for me. Like
my
literally
gosh.
within like 20 minutes.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
It's pretty dope. I'd say anybody who wants to roll. I actually, I'm
Yeah.
not sure anybody you would know, but you could roll a nature check if you want to figure out what it is.
Oh boy.
All
Or
right.
maybe an arcana. But this creature emerges from the blood dripping down, just and
I got
That's-
19.
Good.
19.
7.
I got a 3.
We got a 9.
Yeah, and Otto's not there. Dagmar, you have you've never seen one, but you've studied these creatures, and you've never known that they can be an undead. But it looks like from the head and the wings that it has a manticore feel to it. And as this thing emerges, and you all kind of like, oh my god, what the fuck? That's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Jeez. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Man, am
Yeah.
I glad I got out of there. That was getting scary.
Yeah, you just
It really
you
was.
just vamped to a whole room of necromancers. You'll be fine.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, well, of course I will be.
Wow. Okay, everyone. That was crazy.
Wow. Jeez.
I'm very
It
fatigued.
keeps getting better.
I know, I'm tired too. It was a lot of moving parts. I know it was harder for you guys. We're trying to figure out how to do the minis. It's probably hardest for the players than anyone else.
Well, it looks great, but it's
Yeah,
just
it's
when we're really trying to get movement specific and stuff,
I
it's just
know.
not quite close enough to be able to tell. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But it looks, I mean, it looks really very
It
cool.
looks cool.
Fantastic.
Yes, well, we do what we can in this remote time. We can't wait to come back to the set, everyone.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Miss it so much. But listen, we had a lot of amazing love tonight. Thank you, everybody, to support for supporting the stream.
Yeah, guys.
I'm sure that
yay.
we've got that bar to 500. We will tally everything. Thanks to all the wonderful subscriptions that came in tonight to top our donation off to Color of Change to 500. I'm sure we got there, and if not, we're just going to make up the difference and get us to 500. We're so appreciative of everybody. We love you all. Thank you for staying there for a little bit longer night tonight. So we'll see you next time. Don't forget, John Bailey will be guest starring next episode. Hopefully. I don't know if we want to ask him to wait till you guys handle this thing. I thought we would be done.
I was like, is he gonna play the?
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was like, is he gonna just do like a
Actually,
smile?
we're gonna pivot now, John.
Definitely not a Draco Lich.
No, not a Draco Lich. I wouldn't throw that at you guys, but
Oh my goodness.
yeah, crazy. Anyway, listen, thank you for letting us make your Mondays a hell of a lot better. Look out for each other. Stay safe out there. Please wear the mask. Just do it. And we love you. See you next time.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Great week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.